We are live. We are back, baby. After a few weeks off, Saturday Day Live is back and in your face on Saturday, August 19th. Welcome to everybody who is joining us today live, everybody who will join us during the broadcast, and of course, thank you to everybody who joins us on the replay crew. We appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us. Please hit like, leave a comment, and if you have a chance, subscribe to the Hedgehog Action YouTube channel. If you search on YouTube, Hedgehog Action, all one word. Although if you're watching this, you probably found us already. Let me say hello to my good buddies. I'm going to start with Ryan. How you doing, buddy?
Well, I was telling Eric, I'm still recovering from PowerCon almost a week later. No, a week later. It was a hell of a time. Great people. The only thing that was missing, I kept saying it all weekend, was Late Night was not there with us in person.
Well, not in person. That is in the plans, but not in person. But we do have Late Night LeBron with us right now. And not on any day, on his birthday eve. Happy birthday eve, my friend. How you doing?
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'm freaking I'm getting in the old man car and about to go over that hill. You know what I'm saying?
Snap.
Yeah. 50, baby. Here we go. 50. Oh shit.
Man, 50 is not what it used to be, huh?
Yeah, you know what? It's the new 30, boys. Let me tell you. It's the new 30. It's just all the way it's just all in the way you stride, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you, toy collecting and nerding out has kept it fresh and young for me for a long time, and I hope to continue that route. So yeah, here we go, the big 5-0.
Are you doing anything in particular to celebrate this weekend for your birthday?
Yeah, I'm not working.
Yeah, it's always a plus.
Yeah, that's one of my yearly birthday traditions. I do not work, so yeah, no, I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna go have some dinner with my family, my mom, my dad, my son, and my wife. Just usually, I mean, we just go to dinner, so that we don't do anything crazy. I had these, I guess you'd say, these fantasies that because I remember when my dad turned 50. He's 25 years older than me, so when he was 50, I was 25, and I remember my mom throwing him this huge ass party at our house, and we had family and friends, and it's kind of a big, I guess it's a big milestone, 50. And I don't know, I had this fantasy that, I don't know, I would probably have some big blowout party, but nah, it's just, like I said, it's just another day. I mean, it's a milestone for me, I suppose. I mean, shit, I made it this far, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But only thing that concerns me is we've got this, and it's so weird. Like, this has never happened. We have this huge hurricane blowing up from Mexico. A Hurricane Hillary is moving its way up the California coast, and tomorrow we're supposed to get like a year's worth of rain in like one day.
Jeez.
Like it's gonna fucking pour tomorrow, bro. So yeah, on my birthday it's gonna be like 77 and fucking pouring in the middle of August. Like, go figure, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be a wet and birthday. Not the type I would like, but it's going to be pretty crazy. So I'll probably just be in my room, like as usual, hanging out on my birthday and fucking painting and nerding out and just enjoying my day off, you know what I mean? And checking into that old man status. There we go.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, man. Is that just enjoying the day, right? I'm a big proponent of celebrating life's little victories, celebrating the parts of life that are there to celebrate, including your birthday.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, hope everybody stays safe out there. Hopefully, the rain doesn't cause too many problems for you or anybody else out there in Southern California.
Yeah.
But if it is just torrential rains and nothing really, really bad happens, it's not so bad to be inside. You know what I mean? Hanging out, nerding out, chilling.
It's not what I usually do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just moving and shaking with the customs.
That's it, dude. I got plenty of work to do, so I'm fucking. And then of course Jeremy had a post that we only got like 12 weeks left, and it just freaking stresses me the fuck out because now I'm like, oh my god, 12 weeks, like that shit goes by so fast, and it's like, okay, here we go, like, you know. So it's crunch time at the desk, to say the least.
Yeah, but with a lot of the progress that you've been sort of letting us in on, it seems like you've got a ton of work already done behind you.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
for
dude.
you, it probably seems like, you know, you have so much left to do because in a creative person's mind, it's never ending and it's never going to be enough. But
the hardest, well, yeah, it's, you know, customizing it for people that don't customize and don't customize at the quantities that people that, you know, attend and sell at Legions Con don't understand like how difficult it is to, like, you know, make 20, 30, 40 different full custom figures. I mean, it's one thing to paint, let's say if you're like, I know a lot of people, they do like the head sculpts, which is a great opportunity to make a ton of money, but for most of those guys, it's kind of like a repeat of the same process. You know what I mean? Like they'll paint 10 different heads the exact same way, or maybe 10 different heads with like three colors or so of each, or two of each of, like, let's say the hair color, like they'll do blonde or they'll do brown or do black hair, but it's basically the same head sculpt. To do a complete, you know, head to toe repaint, customized figure, a full figure, I mean, to do 20 or 30 of those, I mean, there's a lot of like thought that you have to put into each and every one of those, because no two are alike. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just a repeat of the same process. So every time I make one, I'm always like, I have to like think, you know, 10 steps ahead of the game of like, okay, what are like my next three going to be? Is it going to be a skeleton? Is it going to be a barbarian? Is it going to be a dwarf? Is it going to be a goblin? You know, and it's tough, man, because like I said, I have tons of parts that I utilize for these customs. So it's almost like I have to like I have.
well, here, before you get to that, Eric, real quick, before you
Go
get
ahead.
to that, and we're going to totally get into that, but Ryan, were you trying to jump in?
Yeah, are you getting any comments on your end? Because there are a ton of people wishing Eric a happy birthday.
You know what? I'm not. I don't know how to get the all I have is the one that's on StreamYard, the StreamYard comments. I don't have shit, I wish I could see that. I don't know if you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on my phone.
Well, here, before you do that,
Go
you
ahead,
know,
go ahead.
we all wanted to wish you a happy birthday too, but I mean, I know there's
Hell yeah.
lots of people. We'll try to get the comment situation figured out, but I mean, there might be another person that wants to say happy birthday to you too. This guy.
Happy birthday!
That's
What
my
up,
man.
brother?
That's my man right there. Thank you, my brother.
Happy birthday!
Hey, I know that figure. Ryan, I'm the Forte Studios. How did this happen?
What's going on, fellers?
What up?
Just hanging out on a Saturday. It's been a while, and it's awesome to be back, dude.
Everybody likes listening to LeBron talk.
That's it.
Settle in, everyone. Settle in.
How's everybody else doing this Saturday?
Doing great. Freaking, like
Pretty
I
good.
said, it's a birthday weekend.
Excellent. See, you're just getting a year smarter
That's right.
and a
That's all
year
it is.
more experienced.
Another year of experience, brother. You know for sure. Me and you, we've had many talks. We know.
Absolutely. I learn new stuff every day.
That's right. And I'm glad you're sharing it with us too, bro.
I'm trying my best, bro. I'm trying my best.
That's it, brother. That's it.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the comments. I'm getting some, but not a lot. But
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments I'm watching it through Facebook, and it's pretty much just a couple people. But where are you seeing in the comments, Ryan? Where are your
YouTube.
comments? YouTube.
They're all on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube as well. I can see all the comments on the chat.
See, if I go to YouTube on my phone, it doesn't give me I don't see the comments.
that's so weird.
That
I wonder if I need
sucks, man.
to. Wonder if I need to
That fucking
get some
sucks.
settings.
Yeah, I want to be able to say thank you to people if they're wishing me a happy birthday. Damn it. But whatever. Thank you, everybody. I mean, if anybody's wishing me a thank you, regardless if I can't see the comments.
I want to share a little story that might make everybody laugh a little bit because Jesse just wrote on the comments Subaru BT, right? For those of you that don't know, on the newer cars, anytime it has the brand of the car and BT at the end, it stands for Bluetooth, right? Obviously, it's your hookup, whatever. So we're driving to PowerCon, and I have Benny drive the second way of the trip, and Benny plugs his phone because he has an Android like me. He plugs his phone into my charger, but my charger's plugged into the USB port in the car that does the direct messages and all the control panel stuff. So, so I didn't know that my phone could still control the car, but control the phone attached to the charger. So his stuff keeps coming on, and then I shut it off. And it comes on, I shut it off. He's like, what the hell is going on? He's like, you hacked into my phone. I'm like, what do you mean? I didn't hack into your phone. He's like, how does the phone know my name, bro? It says Subaru Benny Torres. And I'm like, that doesn't stand for Benny Torres. It stands for Bluetooth, bro. The whole time he thought that his phone was being like hacked. The whole entire time, bro. It's hilarious. So all weekend we just go by yelling at him like, yo, Subaru BT.
Subaru BT, baby. That's what that was. That's hilarious.
Dude, it had me dying, bro. Dying. I almost peed myself in that car ride.
That's fucking funny, man.
Yeah,
talking about a great road trip. That must have been a hell of a time with you guys making it out there. That's cool, man.
Yeah, I hate the drive, bro. I hate driving anywhere past like 2 hours. But if I have good company, it kind of like it flies, you know, because you talk and then you're like, wait, we're here already? Oh, snap.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that makes driving time go by real quick. That's cool. That's like I said, that must have been a solid little road trip for you guys for sure.
Next year will be better because I can fit more people because I'm going to take the diesel and I'm going to pull my 30-foot trailer because I'm setting up shop.
Coming big, brother. Coming big. I like it. I like
yes, sir.
Hell
big boots. Big dials need big boots.
Big boots, baby. Big boots all day. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Excited.
Good times.
You said 12 weeks Legions Con, bro. That's got me all like messed up now too.
Dude,
I'm like, really?
I did not need to hear that, dude. I really didn't. Fucking, trust me, guys. It drives us nuts. It drives me and people like Brian nuts, dude. Knowing that's a small amount of time. That's like 12.
Well, factor in that I gotta move. It's within by the end of next month. Like I have to move out. Yeah. So like factor that into everything else, and it's a bit rough.
Oh my god. I wouldn't even want to know about that shit.
Nah, I'm anxious now just thinking about it.
Yeah. Like I said, 12 weeks is like 12 minutes to us.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Fucking dude.
Hell yeah.
All right, so real quick, I'm behind the scenes trying to figure out the comment situation. I don't know what it is. It looked like I was almost out of storage, so I upgraded the storage. I don't know if that's going to solve it or not, but real quick, hopping over to YouTube. What's up, Carlo? What's up, Eric Miller? What's up, Stephanie Orkin? What's up, Simone Barreto? Jesse. Big Greg is in the house.
Yeah.
Again, Amber says happy birthday.
Thank you, Amber.
Dorclair, Bill is in the house. Dave Orkin is in the house. Trevor 16 Shooter is in the house.
Trevor.
Everybody is saying happy birthday to
Thank
you,
you,
Eric LeBron.
J Mac,
everybody.
Thank you.
Ryan Gonzalez is in the house.
There he is, right there.
I don't know. So if I can't get the comment,
I think he said happy birthday too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I did want to. We wanted to bring on somebody else that I know that Eric really looks up to, and Eric has said many times that creatively is 1,000 times better than he is, and he worships the ground that he walks on. So, but I was already on the show. This fucking guy.
I knew you were. I knew it was you. I knew it.
All right. So real quick, Eric got an early birthday present. Let me see if this is going to work now.
Oh, snap.
Here we go. Boom.
That
His
thing is
Mondo
beautiful.
Battle Cat showed up.
Yep.
Eric, tell us about this, my man.
Dude, I mean,
Badass.
I've been, you know, I was right there when the very first Masters of the Universe figures hit the shelves in 1982, and I absolutely fell in love as a kid with the Motu line, and you know, was a diehard Motu action figure kid all the way through. And Battle Cat was probably, if not my most favorite beloved character I ever had in my life, and just an awesome character all the way around. And when obviously when the Mondo line started with the first the original He-Man that they came out with, I was just blown away by the way that they kind of reimagined these figures and brought them to a 1/6 scale, you know, line. So I definitely had to be, you know, part of this collection and this series of figures. And I never in my wildest dreams would have imagined a 1/6 scale Battle Cat coming to life in this product line. But by God, they did it, and they did it in a outstanding fashion. And it's literally, it's probably one of the, if not probably the best things I've ever added to my collection ever. It's just a wonderful piece, and I'm just blown away. And it's just one of those things where, you know, you invest. I mean, we all invest tons and tons of money into our collecting habit, you know, and what we love and what we do. But a piece like this is one of those pieces. It's just like, you know, a lot of people say a grail piece, and this is definitely a grail piece added to my collection. I'm just blown away by it, and it's just a massive piece, man. I have it. Wait, it's just to give you the scale of it. It's just freaking massive. This thing is just ridiculously big, dude. It's freaking huge, and it weighs a ton, dude. It's easily like, it's got to be like 12, 13 pounds, dude. It's just freaking massive. It's ridiculous, and the articulation on it is phenomenal. It's so ridiculously articulated, so good. Yeah,
But
Is it solid or
the
hollow?
paint apps are a problem.
yeah. I'm sure you guys saw that. Freaking,
I
think
didn't see that.
Yeah,
I didn't
cool.
see
the
that.
paint job looks phenomenal.
You know, like I said, I'll be honest. If you look at the paint apps, they're not razor sharp. There's a lot of like weird, like jagged lines and weird, like little, like, I don't know. I want to say, I don't know if they're like paint mishaps or whatever on some of like the tiger striping and this and that. But it's like, I don't, like I said, I explained it on my post that it's a representation of the original toy. You know what I mean? And the original toy was a hunk of shit, for lack of better way to describe it. And yet, when I was an 8-year-old kid, I was like, "This is the most awesome freaking tiger I've ever seen in my life." That thing was such a hunk of shit. You know what I mean? So to have a version come to life like this, trust me, it's like a billion times better than the one that they had in 1982. So I don't know what anybody's complaining about. You know what I mean? This thing is freaking awesome, dude. It is freaking awesome. And like I said, you know, yeah, it. I don't know. I just don't. Someone saying that the paint apps suck on it, I just don't get it, dude. It's just like I said, you're just not. You shouldn't be a toy collector. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Tell me how you really feel.
Exactly, bro. It's just like, do us all a favor. Stop collecting toys, please. I mean,
What's up, Reynolds?
Reynolds, what's up, my dude?
So
Yeah, but yeah, Battle
What's
Cat.
even-
Oh my god, dude, and it's an amazing piece, dude.
it's even crazier because you and Eric Miller said almost exactly the same thing to the same person.
Yeah, it just, like I said, I don't, you know, and the thing that got me too is like, let's say it was Brian who made that comment. Now, okay, I respect Brian's opinion. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
Brian's a very talented artist. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. He's a huge contributor to all that we do and say in the community. and you're just gonna be some dude that's like coming out of left field that doesn't contribute, that does to just shit on somebody's parade. Fuck that. You know what I mean? That's all I had to say. No, that ain't gonna roll with me. You know what I mean? Like, have some respect. If you wanna talk shit on a figure that you don't like, blah blah blah. You know what? Go do your own post. You know what I mean? And have at it. It's a free world. Do it. Don't come in my house and do it, dude. That's all I'm saying.
You can't see it. I'm still fighting with my comments here. And I looked. They're enabled and everything. So I don't know what's going on. God damn it. But I just checked out. Eric Miller says, I agree with Eric. It's nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's total nonsense. Total nonsense. Like I said, if all you're coming in for is just to, like I said, you're just coming in to shit on somebody's parade. And I don't respect that. You know what I mean? I don't. If you came in and, like I said, you're a contributing factor in the community, and obviously you're a talented person and you have your views on it, share it. I mean, create constructive criticism is there's nothing wrong with that. But don't just come in there, like I said, and act like you're just going to come and shit on somebody's, good time and just walk away clean. No.
Just be a dick for no reason, essentially.
Yeah, just being a dick for no reason. Like, dude, who are you, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Nah. That's
Make
not going
to
to
happen. Fucking toy line.
Yeah.
Brian, just so you know, I was getting some background noise before, so I don't hear it as much now. But I was muting your mic on and off. So I was going to say, if you're trying to talk, just throw something at me. But I don't hear it now anyway. So.
I saw you muted it, which is why I left out of there, because unfortunately the AC that came with the apartment is kind of like on its last leg. So that's probably what you were hearing. So I walked away from there.
This seems less than optimal this summer.
Yeah, very much so.
Eric, so this is a shot of you holding the Battle Cat in one hand here. Can you just talk to us a little bit about, like, what kind of weight are we talking about with this guy?
Dude, I don't have a scale, but it's easily like 12 plus pounds.
Is it solid?
12 pounds?
Yeah, it's solid, bro. Yeah, it's
solid.
solid.
Wow.
It's not hollow. It's solid. Yeah, it's got.
What kind of plastic?
It's like what the rest of the Mondos are made out of. It's solid as hell, dude.
Wow.
It's freaking ridiculously heavy though, dude. Ridiculously heavy. And the funny thing is my Mondo collection was on a shelf above my TV that's like 8 or 9 feet off the ground, and I was actually going to add this to a single shelf by itself right next to that shelf. And once I felt the weight of it, I'm like, oh hell no! I'm like, I trust in my shelf building skills and my brackets that I mount the shelves to. But I'm like, dude, the weight of this thing, I don't trust it, dude. I'm like, if this thing fell, dude, it would kill one of us, in the house, and then I wouldn't even imagine. I don't even want to know what would happen if the thing hit the floor from that height. You know what I mean? With that kind of weight. So,
Eric Miller said the shipping weight was 14 pounds.
Yeah. It comes with 3 extra head sculpts. So altogether, 14. So I want to say it's easily 12 pounds. The 12 pounds.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So Bill from the Dork Layer's got two comments up here I wanted to call out since I can't post them. God damn it. Bill says, after Funko gutted the poster team, I've become one of the biggest skeptics of Mondo going forward. And even I can acknowledge how awesome this thing looks. And then, going off what you said a second ago, cat-shaped hole in the floor.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Yeah, like when Wile E. Coyote hits the floor after falling off a cliff. Yeah, that's what it'd be, but in a battle cat shape.
So I don't want to make anybody, but so I left left Columbus on Sunday morning. We hopped in the car and left Sunday morning. We didn't end up going back to the con. At that point, we were just exhausted. And the Mondo panel was on Sunday. And I don't know if we might talk about it later if you guys want to, but there were some pretty crazy reveals as far as stuff that's coming up from Mondo. Yeah. But maybe the biggest thing was at the end of the panel when they were like taking questions from the crowd, anybody who they picked to sort of ask a question got like a gift, right? So the last person, I was going to say last dude, I don't remember if it was a guy or a girl, but the last person who got to ask a question won a free Mondo Battle Cat.
Oh,
God,
was like,
wow.
How incredible is that?
How fucking awesome would have been, huh?
Yeah. Holy shit, yeah.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
How much was that thing, anyways?
Ran 400, 500 for it. I forgot what I paid for it. I didn't care. If it was $1,000, I would have paid for it. But yeah,
I hope it's not too soon to say this, but you paid 400 for that, but
yeah.
People won't pay 300 for a sewer layer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, some things are worth the money, some are not.
In the eye of the beholder, right? It's worth what it's worth to the guy wanting it.
Exactly. And like I said, just like I said in my post, man, hey, you know what? Buy what you love and what you know, it's all, you know, if the Mondo Battle Cat isn't for you, that's fine, man. There's got to be something out there for you, but this was the piece for me, for sure. So you know what I mean?
I got a piece for you too. It's your birthday, even though it's not for your birthday, but it's technically your piece.
Oh, nice.
I thought you were talking about something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, those things are bad.
Oh, shit, hold up. Let me.
Can you embiggen that? Can you embiggen
Yeah,
that? I gotta
yeah.
see this, dude. Oh, dude.
Oh,
yes.
shit.
That's so fucking awesome.
Yes. Oh my God, Brian, that shit looks so dope, bro. Oh, dude, I can't wait, dude. That is freaking epic, bro.
She's done. You'll see her at Legion's Con.
Oh my God, dude, I'm so fucking stoked. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You're welcome. And while you guys are on it, real quick, I'll show you. I do themed ones too, right? You can kind of get the theme with this. I'll hold it up real quick.
Oh yeah, dude.
The gray on gray on gray.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Dude.
That looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
So I got a lot of these like that go with like the horses or like the Lithia match ones, the Aerother colored ones, stuff like that.
Awesome.
Couple of comments here. Arathier Rising, what's up? Says I'm not a Motu fan, but that is one cool cat. Had to talk myself out of getting one. JMax77 that said that flocked Panther is also pretty rad. Stephanie said Mondo had a purple flocked Panther that caught my eye. I'm gonna get back to that in a second. Eric Miller says, I think talking about the Battle Cat being given away, says, wow, I didn't know that. I chatted with the dudes at the booth and they were really cool, even with me questioning some of their design choices. Yeah, they did seem pretty cool. I also know that at the booth, they gave out the Mondo guys were giving out it was a raffle. That's what it was. It was a raffle. They raffled off Mondo Scareglow to somebody won a Mondo Scareglow too.
Nice. Now there you go. As far as like I said, I'm a fan of Motu, obviously, and I'm a fan of the Mondo line. I currently have, I still have one on pre-order, but I currently have 9 of the Motu pieces in my collection, and there's a lot of them that I don't like, but there's people that will like them, and so I let it be. I don't sit there and go and judge or criticize, or you know what I mean. Like, for instance, the new Beastman. I'm not really 100% on the design of the figure. It's a beautiful figure. There's a lot to like about it, but there's certain little aspects of it that I don't enjoy, and it's one of those things that, you know what, either you could take it or leave it. It's not, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be 100% for me. You know, it's probably the best figure ever made for somebody else that's obviously going to buy it. So, but that's a good thing. And like I said, if somebody posts one online, I mean, I'd be the last person in life to like jump on their post and be like, oh, that fucking thing sucks. Those paint apps are shit. Well, it's like, dude, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, don't
I never understood that.
Yeah, I don't get that, dude. I don't get that. Like I said, if you have a constructive criticism, you know, let it be, but not to just, like I said, to blatantly just go and shit all over something. It's like, dude, like, do you even have this piece in hand? Like, really? Like, you know, I just, like I said, it's just sad. It's sad to see people be like that. Fucking trolls.
I feel like even creative criticism should be something that like you probably should do in private, only because perception is 9/10 of the law, right? So if I say something about your paint job publicly, I'm your boy, you're my boy, right? You're like a brother to me. So like, you know, I'm not coming from a place of hate or like, you know, like trying to bash you.
Right.
But the other 9 people might not know that, and now all of a sudden they're like, yo, you see Brian talking shit about Eric's paint job? So like I would, me personally, I would hit you up and say, hey bro, like I love what you did, like maybe you should try this, or why'd you do this, you know, and kind of get what you know, where you, because maybe you had a plan in your mind that you executed, and now that you told me, I'm like, oh shit, that makes total sense.
Right. Exactly. No, like I said, to you know, and you know what, my first question that always comes to mind: where's your battle cat? You know what I mean? Like, where's your fucking great painted battle cat figure? Let me see that, and then I'll buy yours and compare the two, and then we can talk shit. Okay. You know.
Oh, I'm gonna pass on this. I just wanted you to know that I don't want that figure, so I'm gonna pass.
Easy pass.
Yeah, easy pass. Yeah. No, hey, you know what? That's fine too. I don't take offense to easy pass. I really don't. You know what I mean?
So here is
me either. Pay the tolls with it.
So since we're talking about Mondo anyway, I figured I'd grab some photos here and self-plug on the Hedgehog Action YouTube channel. I have a whole playlist of my PowerCon videos. The last one I just put up this weekend, it's just a few minute rundown of what was in the Mondo booth. It looks really cool. They had the deluxe Skeletor there, as you can see here, on the back of the Panther with the ram horns with his little dragon buddy, which looked really, really incredible. I did not get the Panther. I don't think that Panther is as iconic as Battle Cat is, although I generally like the bad guys better. I did pre-order the deluxe Skeletor.
Yeah.
Here's that giant, massive beast man.
Yeah.
He's massive. He's impressive in person. There's something about him that, for whatever reason, doesn't quite land with me. What are your guys' thoughts on the beast man?
Yeah, like I said, there's just something about, I don't know if it's the scale of the torso, or like how thin the waist is, and I don't know, there's just something that's just, to me, there's just something that's a little off somewhere about it that I just, you know, and I'm not gonna bullshit if this is because I'm sure they'll come out with a secondary version of it, probably more in the lines of like a Filmation version of it. So I'll probably have to decide at that point which of the two I want. But I will pre-order it because he's one of those main characters. Because I'm OG, so the characters that I have in my collection are pretty much the OG characters from the series. So I'll definitely have to add him to my collection, whether it's going to be this one or their next, you know, con exclusive one. I'll have to see. But I mean, it's a great figure. It's massive. I love the scale of it because he's a lot bigger than all the other characters, which is obviously supposed to be because he's Beastman. But like I said, there's just something that's just a little off to me that I don't know. I guess if I had it in hand, I'd probably be talking a whole different story. But I don't know. There's just something that I'm not 100% feeling on it. But it's like I said, it's an awesome display, regardless if you get them or not. It's just an awesome figure.
Brian, I honestly don't remember if I've seen it before. Have you hopped in on any of the Mondo things, or is that not really your deal? Like, what's the story?
So I think they're cool. I love the scale because I love, like, bigger is better, right? You know, I kind of catch myself going back and forth between scales, right? So like in the RC industry, I'll make an RC that fits in the palm of your hand. And I think that's really cool because you can literally play with it anywhere, right? But then I also like, you know, having this 6 foot long massive trailer thing that I build too that can pull my weight, like me sitting on a red wagon and pull me type of deal. So I love the bigger stuff. You know, I was excited when Storm Collectibles dropped the 12-inch Mortal Kombat figures, and then they just stopped, which sucked. So I do love the size. I like them from an artistic point and aesthetically, but personally, I'm just not a Mondo kind of guy. Like I never really was. That was like a little before me. My personal nostalgia would be like the OG 87 to 96 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So like, yeah, give me a 12-inch, you know, fully articulated Michelangelo, and I'm all for it, right?
Yeah.
I think the quality is great on those. I saw them in person at PowerCon. I got to hold them. I thought it was badass. I love the Battle Cat because I'm a big tiger guy. So like, obviously, things like that Fury Tiger, like I love stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So I like it. I think it's cool. I can't really talk from a point of like how Eric's talking, where he's like, it's a little off to me because I'm not super familiar with them besides what I see, right? But when I see this Mondo stuff and I see that people are spending $3, $4, $5, $6, $1,000, I'm like, hey, Horseman, I want a 12-inch Atlas.
Right.
You know, like that's the first thing I think of. Like, yo, can we get some 12-inch figures? Like maybe some Atlases, some Othos, you know, the bigger guys. But I think the line is pretty cool. Thankfully, I'm not into it because I don't got pockets like that, bro. Like that, having that whole set's like in the thousands of dollars, and that's crazy. And then forget about the price. Me personally, any figure I own does not go without a Dio. Can you imagine a Dio for these guys, bro? It would be a house.
Ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous.
Right. So that kind of helps me with decisions. Can I make a Dio for this? No, not buying it.
Yeah.
So
good way to look at it. I like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I can't afford it, dude. I'd need a mansion. I'd live in a garage just so I could have the house for the toys.
I hear that. Now, speaking of the Panther figure, like me personally, I'm a Battle Cat guy. I love Battle Cat. And even when the series was, you know, the Filmation series and Motu was around, or like the toys were around, I was never a Panther fan. Like I liked Skeletor, but I liked Skeletor by himself. I never imagined Skeletor, even as a kid playing with the toys. I never imagined Skeletor riding Panther. It's like I always imagined He-Man with Battle Cat, but I never imagined, you know, Skeletor with Panther. So Panther is like way at the bottom of my list of likable characters. Now, I'll say this in all honesty, that freaking flocked version is fucking so dope. I was like, no, they didn't come out with the flocked one. Damn it. I was like, shit, man. I was like, I know they're trying to tempt me, man. They're trying to tempt me. But again, too, the size of this damn thing, I mean, it's hard enough just to display this Battle Cat. I don't even know where the hell I would put Panther if I got that one. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of glad, like I said, I'm sticking to my guns and I'm staying with my Battle Cat and I'm happy with it. So, and in reality too, I'm only looking hopefully to add, if they add them to the collection, probably only 2 more main characters to the line as far as the collection that I have, because like I said, I basically want just the OG characters, and the only other 2 that they have not made yet that I want personally for my own collection would be Ram Man.
She-Ra.
Fuck She-Ra, most definitely.
fuck She-Ra. Is Ram Man and probably Manny Faces. That's about it. But what's Brian saying?
Oh, sorry.
You're not a completionist?
Thanks.
No, not at all. I'm not you know what's funny? I'm not a completionist in any line that I have. Any line. I've never been a completionist. Never.
Nice.
Mythic
taught me not to be.
Oh yeah, there's no way.
I'm not spending $800 on one figure. It's insane.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Unless it's an Emil Wickman custom. Oh,
shots fired. Shots fired.
We love you.
Hey, listen, man. He's setting the standard. He's setting the baseline for all of us. Just saying.
Exactly. Just letting you know, people, all custom figures are going to be twice as much as they were last year. Thank you, Emil. Thank you.
Listen, what's the saying? That a rising tide lifts all boats?
That's it.
And I tell you what, when he posted the Mario Brothers customs, idiot that I am, I'm like, well, wait a minute, my son really likes Mario. Maybe I should see if I should try to get those for my son. Then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, my son doesn't even like Mythic Legions. I can't spend $800 to get him a Mario and a Luigi he doesn't even want.
Well, no, you'd be spending $1,200 because you got to get Bowser too, bro.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
All right.
Yeah,
so
that's Bryophytus' cousin right there with the flocking.
Yeah.
So,
but now does he articulate too?
Yeah.
Does he articulate too?
Yeah.
Just like this Battle Cat. Yeah, it's fully articulated.
Now that's gonna rub off, of course, but
well, that was my concern. That was my next thing. Like
I saw somewhere someone posted about this particular figure. They actually retooled all the joints on this Panther body so that the flocking would not rub off. So all the
Wow.
joints are
you
like
serious?
they retooled all the joints for it. So they gave them like extra spacing in all the joints so that the flocking wouldn't rub off on it.
What about like
Are any of them
mount?
gonna come in vac metal?
They said
they're still working
said
on
that they probably can't do that. So
Yeah, they said they probably can't. So
But they'll probably do it next year, though.
yeah, and then I'll break my Battle Cat in half on screen.
Hey, send it to me and I'll do a whole YouTube video fixing it.
I'll do. I wanted to shout out too. I might have made a mistake too. Eric Miller had asked about the Panther because I had thought incorrectly potentially that the original Panther might have gone up for pre-order already, and I just went to the Mondo page. I think that's wrong. So I think the only ones that have gone up for pre-order are, of course, the Deluxe He-Man, Deluxe Skeletor.
The last one was
Trapjaw, animated Trapjaw. So the regular Panther, I guess, hasn't gone up yet.
No,
At
I don't
the
think
con, they said that the flocked Panther was going up in November. So I don't know if they're going up at the same time or not. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I can resist a flocked Panther.
Dude, the flocked Panther, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is freaking dope, dude. It looks dope. And it's funny too, because like I said, I'm not a Panther fan, but I'm sorry, the flocked version, dude, that's a nostalgia pull for sure.
And the only Mondo fit, like, I've kind of sort of admired Mondo from afar. I've said this a million times. I do have Mondo Merman, and he's awesome. And I actually, oddly enough, I have X-Men Jubilee, who is an awesome figure. And I have the Skeletor on pre-order. And I'm like, all right, I have the Skeletor. I figured I would pass on the Panther. But a flocked Panther too? Yeah, I mean, dude, they kind of would go together, right?
Yeah, it's freaking.
Do they have both options, or is it just the flocked one?
No, they have both options. Yeah.
Really? So flocked and unflocked.
But the other purple one, it's like a dark purple. It's definitely not this purple.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they? I think it would be pretty cool. I mean, it would be a little more difficult because they would have to
there's the other one. There's the other one, Brian.
Oh, okay. This would probably be a little more difficult because they would have to strategically like have someone actually sit there manually and do it. But like, why not offer like a flocked Battle Cat, right? Because I mean, it's got hair too.
Well, no. Well, like I said, you see, you're like the original toy line. The original Battle Cat was not
flocked, but the Panther was.
But the Panther was in the toy line.
Okay, yeah. See, I wouldn't know. I just assumed they threw hair on it because it's a cat. It's got hair. So then why not do it? Okay, I get it. That makes sense.
It's a throwback to it's a nod to the old toy line. And Battle Cat was never flocked, so you never had a flocked version of him. But Panther was, so that's, like I said, that's why they did it.
David Williams is in the house. What's up, David? And a man after my own heart. David says, I love toy gimmicks, flocked, translucent, or glow in the dark all day. You're speaking right to my heart, David. You're speaking directly to my heart.
Absolutely.
Flocked,
black light too.
Glow in the dark. Yeah. Give me all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold up. There's something. There's something wrong with the stream. Hold on a second. Something's going on here. I'm not really sure what the problem is. I don't understand what's happening here. What's going on here? I don't know if
queen. My queen, baby.
Late Night Lebron.
Is that the Nikki?
Birthday from beautiful Colorado. Nice. Your positivity is infectious and contagious to all. And let it keep coming. Good luck at Legions Con and happy birthday.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday from beautiful
Want to listen to it again?
That's so awesome.
Your positivity is infectious and contagious to all. And let it keep shining. Good luck at Legions Con and happy birthday.
Awesome.
Nikki Nicole Katie.
Freaking yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Love her, bro. Man, that's my queen, bro. Right there.
Another happy birthday message for Eric LeBron. Look at this outpouring of love for you, Late Night.
Awesome.
Have these people not met you? What's happening?
I know.
Seriously.
Dude, bro, do they even know me, bro?
We got to have a signing at Legions Con for you so you can just come by and say what's up.
Yeah, I'm sensing a theme here, though, right? Eric, Brian, Nikki, 3 incredible artists. So I feel like there's a wavelength there that must be kind of clicking, I think.
It's a mutual respect, man. It's a mutual respect.
Absolutely.
That's all it is right there. Mutual respect and love, man.
So,
And they just made they all of you guys, I mean, including you, Jonathan, and Ryan, and everybody else I know in the community. It just makes me a better person, man.
My favorite people.
Thank you for saying that. Speaking of people,
Appreciate
what's the easiest way to do this now? Go to me. Throw up some. Here, we'll do some Jonathan here. So, just real quick, wanted to do a little bit of a PowerCon wrap up here. We started talking about it kind of already. I know I got to hang out with Brian a little bit more than maybe we'd had a chance to do in the past. That was really cool, man.
Absolutely.
And you know, like for me, and I think for a lot of other people too, is the main thing that made me want to go to PowerCon this year was seeing the photos and videos from last year and everybody like hanging out. So
Yeah.
I got to experience
That's
that
the
this
best.
year. So just a few photos from my PowerCon experience. I rode over to Ohio from New Jersey with Trevor and Steph. They were kind enough to swing through and pick me up and carry me to Columbus, Ohio. Eric Miller in the house.
Yeah.
This was
That was a good ride for you, right?
Hell yeah, that must have been.
It was pretty cool. It was awesome. We just,
Great guys.
especially the ride there is like, you know, you're pumped up, you're excited about going, you know. So the ride back was fine too. I never ended up driving either. So I basically just
lucky.
rode the whole time.
Nice.
I offered though. Let me go on record.
Lucky.
I offered many
Yeah.
times to drive.
Of course, the lawyer got chauffeured.
Yeah. Wait, what kind of car were you in? Was it a Lincoln?
Exactly.
No, it was a Jeep. It was a Jeep. It was driving Mr. Hedgehog.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, bro, I wish I could have that.
Creative Bee Studios had their new Kickstarter material out, including the ice
Yeah.
dragon here. That was pretty cool.
Oof.
That thing is a beast.
And they're doing the 12 scale line too with their like figures and stuff like that. I believe the Cyberzoic
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah, we'll
They're
get to
sweet,
this.
man.
Then, of course, you had the PowerCon early exclusives, Scourge and Operative 83. I'm sure a lot of people have seen those already. Hold on a second. Am I not doing this right? Okay, here. Here we go. A few more pictures.
Nice.
Ish, Michael Casper, Mr. Bollinger, Jeremy. This over here, this was you son of a bitch. There we go. This was in line waiting for we got to Columbus, Ohio on Thursday, went out Thursday night, and then Friday morning's Friday's the first day of the con. And Friday sort of begins with like several lines that you're waiting in. So this was the line to get your passes. Then there was another line to wait to get into the con, but it wasn't that bad. You know, we met up with a bunch of people and just bullshitted. Met up with Brian in this same area right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can do this right now. And then this was Thursday night. We went out to a pizza joint across the street that also had a bar. We had a blast there. There's Rhino and me. And Ryan's cousin, Brian, was there, who was awesome to hang out with all weekend.
Nice.
This was a good night, man.
Is that
That's
his
Pete
name?
from My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me podcast.
No. Right behind Pete's shoulder.
Tristan.
Tristan.
From,
Yeah, that's
from
Tristan,
Moral
right?
Collections.
Yeah. Immortal. Yeah.
And Carlo
Peeking
was
over
in the
that
chat.
shoulder.
Too. Is Carlo still here?
Oh, Carlo's right behind me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't
right
see his
on.
face,
Yeah.
but that's him.
Yeah.
Immortal had some nice stuff out that Power
Oh,
on
yeah.
this table.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
don't
yeah.
they, bro? Those guys kill it, bro.
Eric
Well, they got
Miller-
the keys to my heart with the Asian inspired stuff, bro. Of course, I'm gonna love it.
Of course, dude. Of course.
That's
dude.
cheating.
Yeah.
Eric Miller
Yeah.
peacing out. See you later.
Yeah. Those guys. See you, Eric.
Peace out, Eric.
Take it easy.
Those guys are amazing, dude. What an amazing team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Sorry, and Ryan, you were gonna talk about this night. This was a really fun, amazing night. It
Oh,
was
dude.
showed up. It was me, Trevor,
Aha.
on The Amazing DJ. Ryan was already there with Brian. Then Pete from the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me podcast was there. Dan Larson and Pixel Dan freaking showed up. Carlo.
Nice.
And first of all, Tristan was there just eating pizza. I corrupted Tristan and said, "Hey, Tristan, come here, have a beer with me." And he's like, "All right, I was just grabbing a piece of pizza. I'm supposed to get back to help out, Carlo at the booth or whatever." I'm like, "Have this beer with me." And I was like, "Go back, get Carlo, bring him back here, And he did, and they just hung with us the rest of the night. I have 2 words, Ryan, and I hope I say this correctly. Unicorn punch.
Oh, dude, it was fucking delicious. It was so good. We actually we killed the tap that night ordering that shit.
They had this like, and it looked like something that, you know, like when you were in college, somebody might have mixed up like in a cooler, like with Kool-Aid
Yeah.
and Everclear or something.
Some
And then
jungle juice.
They put like pop
Some
rocks,
jungle juice.
pop rocks.
That's
in
what it
the
tasted
top of the
like.
Glass.
You remember
It
them days?
tasted exactly like that.
Jungle juice.
Oh yeah.
What's up? Carlo is still in the chat. He said, "Thank you.
Carlo.
Great night. That's my head." I got other pictures too, but I don't know if I have them all up here. Hold on.
And then my cousin ordered a bunch
There
of
we go.
shots from that
There
night.
you go. Nice.
There's me and the Carlo and Tristan. I always have fun hanging out with the boys from Immortal Collections.
Oh,
We had
yeah.
a blast that night. And who was it? Was it Brian, your cousin that had never had a Jello shot before? Ryan?
No, he's had Jello shots. He just
Somebody-
wanted everybody else to be as miserable as he
So-
was.
So maybe it was Carlo or
That
Tristan
bullshit.
that had never had them. So he ordered all these Jello shots and just started giving them out. So we were eating those too.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So it was kind of good that the convention didn't start till 2 the next day. So that was actually
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I bet.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
sorry, I'm trying to bounce around.
Yeah. Trust me, the whole weekend I was sitting jelly in my house looking at all these pictures. I'm like, damn, dude, friggin' this looks like a good time.
Yep, there's
You gotta go next year, dude. You gotta go.
Yeah, I almost guarantee I'll be there.
Oh, and this is a little bit of a funny story. So Thursday night, this is before we ended up at the pizza place. Steph, myself, and Trevor were just, going to a bar to have a drink. So we go into this bar here, go upstairs, and there's a bunch of people there, and they have a spread over to the right with a little bit of food. There's a big long bar to the left, and it's like an arcade. They have like all these old school video games, right? Like all set up for you to just play or whatever. We're like, this is awesome. We're like, this is like the best happy hour ever. So we start playing some video games, go up to the bar, order like 3 beers or whatever, and I pull out some cash, and I'm like, oh, how much do I owe you? And she's like, oh, it's a no cash party. And I'm like, no cash party? That's my favorite kind. And she's like, are you with the company? This is a company party. And I'm like, no. And she looks at me and laughs. And I'm like, what if I just put this money here and turn away? And when I turn back, it's gone. And she's like, no, I can't do that. And I'm like, here, well, let me just tip you. And she's like, that's too much for a tip. So then I gave her 5. And then we were drinking our beers, playing video games, playing Tron, playing Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
And this dude walks up to us and says, hi guys. Like obviously like it was these people all work together, so they knew that we were not part of them. So this guy was like investigating. Steph doesn't miss a beat. He's like, yo, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in so long. He's like, how you doing? And the guy, like, he was so taken aback, he just like he stopped and looked at him and he walks away. He just walked away.
That's hilarious, bro.
Oh,
So we just continued drinking.
That's a poker face right there, baby.
and playing the
yeah,
video
that's
games.
perfect.
But
Fucking
eventually,
never let them see you sweat, bro.
Never.
Eventually, the boss or whoever it was, I guess, had a bartender come over to us, and yeah, Trevor says those damn Jello shots, and had it like they formally kicked us out. But they were like, but you can finish, your beers and stuff, and we're not going to charge you for them. And we're like, okay, that's the worst thing that ever happened. So we got some free drinks out of it. So
That's awesome. That's an awesome.
That's
story,
awesome. Hell yeah.
dude. Mad props to Steph, dude. That's hilarious, bro.
I was talking about quick thinking.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
On your feet.
Yeah. Right on the
Here
spot.
we go. And my new best friend,
That's right.
B. Flynn, as his good friends call him, B. Flynn, my good buddy Brian Flynn. I actually
That's the Zach Metal guy?
yes, from
Yeah,
Super.
from
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he knows. So this was day 1. So this is Friday, and I knew I wanted to try to like get him on camera and do a quick little interview, but it wasn't the first day is not really the day like for that, right? So I just went up and I was like, "Hey, you're gonna be around like all weekend?" He's, "Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be around." I'm like, "All right, a big fan, whatever," but I would like to take a picture real quick right in front of the Vac Metal Silverhawks because I've got this guy, this friend of mine, who's being a real pain in the ass about the Vac Metal stuff, and he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I'll tell you about it later." Can we take a picture in front of these Vac Metal Silverhawks so I can send it to him and post it the photo for him? So he said, "Yeah." So that's the story behind this photo. I thought it would be hilarious. I was right. It was hilarious.
Absolutely.
Damn good. I got a
Yeah.
kick out of it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this was cool too. Sorry, this is turning into Jonathan's story hour.
No. Go with it, bro.
So we didn't know if Nate was saying that he was going to try to make it, but he wasn't sure. He's having like work done on the mansion or something like that. So, and then it's Friday, and we're like, we didn't know if he was going to show up. And Trevor's like, yeah, he's kind of gone ghost. I haven't heard from him. I don't know if he's coming. And then he just shows up on Friday without telling anybody. He just pops up, and we're like, yes. I was like so happy to see Nate. It was such a great surprise.
Well, it's not that hard when you got a private jet, bro.
Yeah.
He took the chopper. He took the chopper. Yeah.
I was upset. I thought he wasn't going to come because I brought his figure and I brought Trevor's figure and I wanted to give it to him. And I'm like, he's not coming? What do you mean he's not coming?
I have photos of that somewhere. So I should have mentioned this before. Maybe I can. Do I have the photos? I'm not sure if I have the photos somewhere. Point being, while we were waiting in line to get our badges, and there's a big freaking group of us. There's, like everybody you saw before. Me, Casper, Bollinger, Jesse, Steph, Trevor, Brian, like a million other people that I'm just not remembering to say right now. And Trevor's there, and we're talking or whatever. And Brian busts out. Do you want to say it, Brian? Or you want me to say it? I mean, people have probably already seen it.
No, you say it, bro. You tell the story.
He busts out these two freaking customs of Nate and Trevor. So apparently, a while back, Brian had done his. He does the 3D scans of people's heads, right? So he had scanned them, both Nate and Trevor. And so they were like, so they knew at some point they were going to get their heads, right? But what they didn't know is that they were going to get full custom figures of each of them. And I hope I can find the pictures, because when I tell you that these heads are spot on, they're spot the fuck on. Like,
let me see if I can send you picture.
Yeah, if you can, because I'm not sure if I have it in this batch or not.
Yeah,
but they look incredible.
I saw those on the lounge, dude. They looked freaking so amazing.
Yeah,
so
they were
cool.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
This is Mega J Retro, who is another toy tuber guy who I have watched before. I hadn't met him at the con. Super freaking cool. He put like a quick little oh shit, here we go. Like a clip of him talking to me in one of his videos, shouted me out. So super cool, dude. Thank you for that. Here, so let me pull this down real quick though, because I'm gonna add Brian back. Let's see if I can grab these bad boys. Oh shit! Here we go.
Don't make fun of my terrible photography, by the way, because I'm not a photographer at all, by any means.
Yeah. So
Brian knows how to stay in his lane.
Hell yeah, I do. I ain't even gonna try to argue it.
Here we go. Boom. Here we go. So here are the full customs. So you can see
they're so good. They're so fucking good, man.
So awesome.
Holy shit.
they got like
So awesome, bro.
And Nate had to take the chopper, Trevor says, because his driver had the day off.
And I like how somebody said, I like how somebody said on their broadcast, it's almost like a Tomax and Zomot.
I think it was Bill.
Theme. Yeah.
Yes, from the G.I. Joe. Bill
Yeah,
said that.
yeah.
And it's actually funny because quick story on that. So I had a plan of doing something like this, where it was like take two figures, split them apart, and make them like a mirror image type of thing.
Yeah.
And I was going to do a few things differently. But then I hit up Casper and I'm like, yo, I need you to do reconnaissance, hit up Bill or hit up, Nate, not Nate, hit up Bill or anyone that might have some information. Like, do they have a favorite figure or faction or this or that? And then when Bill said, he told Casper like verbatim the same thing about the G.I. Joe twins. And I was like, holy shit, this was meant to be. Like, thank you. Perfect. So like that was like the little solidification I needed to like go forward with it. And then after that, I took a Dark Templar and the Barbarian Deluxe build. No, the Barbarian Builder from the same wave, the Reinforcements wave. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. And then I just, put them all together and did the reverse thing. I took pictures of them both like that, but I told them the only pictures I didn't take was one wearing one outfit and one wearing the other, because it's technically two figures, right? So you can actually do that and see what it'll look like. So kind of curious to see.
Perfection.
You absolutely nailed it, man.
Nailed it, bro.
You fucking
Thanks,
nailed
bro.
it.
Yeah. So
and then
great,
those are my
dude.
handmade. Those are my handmade axes too. I'll have those at Legions Con.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
freaking so bitching, bro. So
the reactions were the best pay for me. Like that's I tell people all the time, like, yes, the money is cool. When I do a job, if I didn't need to pay bills, I wouldn't charge people anything, right?
Right.
So yeah, the money's obviously it's a necessity. It's not even like a I love it thing, right? But what I really love is that reaction from people, like the wow factor. Last year was bittersweet for me at PowerCon because most people didn't really know who I was. So I literally got to stand like right next to you, shoulder to shoulder, while you're critiquing my dio, right? And I'm listening and they have no idea that it's my work. And I'm standing there like, is somebody going to say something negative? What are they going to say? And like, I'm surprised nobody had anything negative to say. And I was like, that's cool. And it's genuine because they don't know who I am. So then when I was like, oh, thank you so much. And they're like, you made this? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, holy shit, man. And like, it was really cool. This year is different because now it was like, hey, I saw your dio. Like they know who I am, right? I can't go incognito anymore, but I live for the reactions, man. Like that's my favorite is the reaction from people. That's
honest reactions are the best, dude. They're the best. It's freaking.
So David asked the question. I already know the answer to this question. But David Williams asks, Brian, will you be scanning heads this year at Legions Con? ...
Yes, I will. ...
Yeah, so I need my head scanned now. I know there's some other people that are super excited. Oh, I think Bill also got one too and showed it on the live stream.
Yep, Bill got the Cosmic. I did a Sentry for him. So what actually happened with that was I printed his head and I was painting it, and then one of the other heads that I was painting for, it fell. And the ponytail broke. And I was like, oh, God damn it, man. Like, I don't want to glue it. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm going to finish carving the ponytail to make it look like it's like tucked behind his shirt. And now the head will fit inside of the little bulbous ball, the ball for the Sentry. So it was like a happy mistake, right? And I was like, well, I guess he's getting a Sentry. What's his favorite color? Yellow. Boom. Done.
Nice.
Hell
yeah.
David says, dibs. Stephanie Orkin says, scan me.
You got it. Like one of my favorite French girls, right?
Nice.
What do you charge for the scanning, or is it just kind of like?
So I normally don't talk on the higher end because no one ever does it except for Peter Tong. He's the only person who's ever done it. And basically Peter's the only person who paid the like top tier price. And basically what that is to, I can't sell your likeness or you own the rights to the file to everything. Because normally to do this type of work, right, it takes time and it's a bit pricey, right? Like you got Hasbro, but you know what you get when you go with Hasbro, right? Yeah. So with me, I try to make it where it's a little more affordable. So basically show price is $150. And what that includes is includes the scan, the cleanup, the print. You get 2 blank heads and 1 finished painted by me. And it covers pretty much everything and you get that. And then after that, I'll give you a special price on your head. So if you want to order like 20 heads and give them away or sell them yourself, like cool story, no problem. I will also offer it on my site. So like, I scan Eric. Let's say somebody wants a LeBron head, like go on my site, buy it, and that's my way of recouping that money because ultimately I can spend anywhere from 2 hours to 10 hours cleaning up a sculpt or adding hair or beards or, scars or whatever kind of details you want. So that's pretty much the gist of that. Now, if you don't want me to sell your head or like you're one of those guys that's like, weird about that or whatnot, then the price is $400 and that covers, you own the files, the rights, everything. I just work on it, give it to you, and then I act like it doesn't exist, basically. But 99.9999% of people usually go with the show price, and that's the gist of that. So it's $150.
That's
damn good price, dude.
Damn good price. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
absolutely.
I would have thought it would have been more in like the 250 to 300 range to get a head, especially to get a head scan like that.
It would have, but because people have been really cool with, oh yeah, I don't care, sell my head, that's fine. Like, you know, now, like if you guys want to buy like Trevor, Nate, Dorklair, like I have those heads available, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
and people watch them, so they're gonna be like, yeah, I want my favorite YouTube guy's head on my figure, or however they want to do it. So that's my way of recouping some of that money back, basically, and it works out for the most part, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. I already have a few. I mean, one of my customs, I have a Walter head, and hell yeah, I want to start adding more people of the Cabal to my collection. You know what I mean?
To the homies, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll have like the homie group. You know what I mean? The homie clan.
yeah, the homie clan.
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing that?
What do we
Another
got?
problem here with the stream here. Hold on a second.
Oh snap!
What is it?
Oh, dude! No, you didn't. Oh my god!
Today is the birthday, my friend Eric Lebron. So celebrate your birthday in a new custom figure, my friends. And believe in your toys. Believe in your toys. Happy birthday, Eric, and believe in your toys.
Happy birthday,
Awesome, dude.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Mr. Allen, bro. That guy rocks.
Big thank yous again to Nikki, to Mr. Allen, and to Brian. You know, we wanted to try to do something a little bit special for our boy here. And they were the first 3 names kind of that sort of popped into our heads to say, hey, we can do something cool for our buddy Eric. And immediately all 3 were like, hell yeah. What do you need?
Yeah.
So happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you.
Jonathan was like, you think you could block out a little bit of time of your day? I was like, I'll block the whole day for Eric, bro.
He's like, all weekend, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
72-hour streaming, baby.
Let's go. Some
Let's
Red
go.
Bulls, but you know, let's go.
Let's go.
Yep. We got some good stuff here. Trevor, regarding the head scan and the figure, says, love it, Brian. Thank you again. Stephanie says, woo woo, Mr. Allen, sing it, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
My pleasure, Trevor.
Trevor again, Mr. Allen, sing along. So again, birthday festivities in full effect.
In full effect.
Hell yeah.
You should just live closer, bro. Like closer.
Oh, yeah.
Even though that doesn't count because Jonathan lives like 13 steps away from me and he still hasn't come to the studio. So
I'm
What the hell, dude?
Listen, I invited myself.
yeah, he did, and he still ain't come.
Well, me and Ryan we'll shoot out there, get some pizza.
Listen, you guys got till the end of the month of September because then I'm gone and the studio will never be the same.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Do I have here? I'm just checking some other stuff here. You guys have seen most of this stuff. But hold up. Fuck it. Let's look at some of this shit. Why not?
Look at all of
Look
it.
at some of this shit, bro, dude. You got to throw a bro at the end.
Bro, yeah.
Some of this shit, bro. Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
Come on, bro.
Couple more. Well, just finishing up PowerCon. It was such an awesome weekend. I just it's.
Yes, PowerCon was awesome.
Yeah, some of these you've seen already, but this one and this one. Actually, maybe look in the background. There's Jesse in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Nerdy was tooling around from Nerdzoic on a scooter.
Nice.
Dude, it seemed
Fell
like
off
there
the
was a
porch.
yeah.
Ooh.
There was a bunch of injuries going on at PowerCon.
What else?
Wow.
What else happened?
I definitely want to meet that guy, man.
He's cool,
Nerdzoic, he seems like he's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
His videos are pretty good. He's got a voice that carries well.
Yeah, he's got a great his delivery is great in his videos. I love his voice. I wish I had that. I wish I had that kind of voice for YouTube. I'm just not that. Hey guys, how are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't do it, dude. Like I have to talk like me. I can't put on a
Eric sounds like he's doing the Quiet Storm on Saturday. You're back on the Quiet Storm with late night LeBron.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, 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 pew. You saw, oh yeah, Cat's Lair.
Dude, that
I'm moving
Cat's
in.
Lair was a sight to behold in person.
Again, I can't explain it to you. Like it sounds dumb. Like it looks big in the pictures, right? I'm telling you, when you stand in front of it, it's bigger. I'm telling you, it feels and looks way bigger. I'm totally in.
That had to give you some massive nostalgia vibe seeing that in person, dude.
Yeah, it's the fact that they did it and they did such a good job on it. Like those are 7-inch scale figures.
Yeah,
Right? Like look at them.
Crazy. Yeah, they look tiny next to that thing, dude.
I tell you one thing, I could never even touch that for that price point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't make you that for that price. So like people that don't buy it or don't like, I'm not into that, and I think I'm gonna buy it. Just you know,
it's amazing. It's amazing, dude. And that's funny because it's Thundercats is totally off my radar. Like I was, I watched a little bit of the cartoons, like every other kid did, but I was never a huge fan of Thundercats. But for anybody that's anywhere near a fan of Thundercats, this is just an amazing piece. And like I said, just a showcase to put your displays on. And like I said, this takes displays to a whole nother level, bro. So good.
facts.
Yeah. Bill
I
from the
tried
dork,
explaining this. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Rhino.
No, I was gonna say, me and my cousin walked by this, and he was like, "Dude, what is that?" I was like, "That's the Cat's Lair from Thundercats." He said, "Is it really that big?" I said, "Yeah." To give you perspective, those figures that are sitting on there are 7 inches. So, are you in on it or not?
Yeah. Jesus.
Get in, buy it or don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Bill says, Big Nerdy is awesome. He's been on my show. Great convo. That one is really good. Bill did a great series on his YouTube channel. The Dork Lair.
The YouTubers series.
The
That was awesome.
YouTubers, yeah. And Big Nerdy's was really cool. Every person that he did had a different perspective, right? And a different way they viewed doing YouTube videos and stuff. So I thought that was very cool. Check it out if you have not. JMax77 says the Cat's Lair is a steal in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Stephanie points out not a lot of tubers showed the best part, which was behind the layer. It's an excellent point because if you do get this thing, I need to have a way where you can see it from the front and the back. So
yeah, you need a
360
of that, dude, for sure.
Yep.
Dude, speaking of Steph, she is an absolute trooper. She drove the whole way to PowerCon and back by herself.
Solo.
Oh yeah, bro. She told me that.
Insane. I was like, dude, I don't live that far from her. I said, hey, next time, hit me up. I got plenty of room.
She just rolled
Your
up
wife
during
didn't
the
come, right?
Yeah. Nah, unfortunately, she couldn't get the time off work.
That sucks.
Yeah,
She'll be at Legions.
Oh yeah, for sure. She can't wait. That's all she's been talking about for the past couple weeks.
Amber.
Hell yeah. Can't wait.
You got an enabler wife too?
Oh yeah, dude. I was sending her pictures. She was like, "You gonna get that?" I was like, "No, it's for pre-order." Well, you're gonna pre-order it? What the fuck?
Dude, Amber's a worse enabler than all of us combined, bro.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, she was like, Hot Toys Batmobile, get it.
Yeah.
It's only $80
still-
or $300.
Yeah.
Yeah,
$750.
she still says that.
Dark Wolf.
I don't like Batman that much.
No. The Dark Wolf figure was there. That was awesome. Eamon O'Donoghue was talking about it. It looks really cool in person.
No, this is the figure from the Frazetta girls team, right? Yeah.
This figure's dope.
Man. Yeah,
They're pretty sweet.
I was loving watching the Legions Lounge episode where they had her on, man. What a
great episode.
Great episode, dude. Yeah, this looks pretty awesome. I would definitely I would definitely consider picking this up for sure. I have to figure if I could probably swing it later on, but this is a cool figure, man. Really cool.
Yeah, this pre-order is going to be up for a while, I think. So you have time if you. I don't remember exactly how long, but it's going to be up for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks great, man. I'm not. To be honest, I'm not familiar with the whole Fire and Ice thing, like the comic or the story or whatever. But just this figure is just like I said, the character is just awesome, and I think they've done a great job on the sculpt and everything. I think it's cool. I think it looks really good.
And we got to see packaging shots. The packaging, it's in a flip front with a window box, and some of the packaging shots are from 1/6 shooter and look awesome.
Absolutely, that's awesome. Great job, Trevor.
And this was just something that I didn't buy, but I was kind of pumped up about the Legends of Dragonor, which is kind of like a different take on a vintage Motu line, but with tons of bright colors. Again, translucent. I just thought they looked really cool, but I did not go in yet on it.
That's your wheelhouse right there.
All right, so this
was exciting. I'm not gonna lie.
This was the reveal of the Oxkrewe wave with the 4 horsemen here. This is me sort of seated near the back strategically, because behind it, there's another row of seats behind me, and then behind that row of seats was a table with like the prototypes on it. So whenever they would bring a prototype up, I would like turn around to get a sneak peek at what was going on there. And it was actually during this thing right here, all of a sudden Steph just walks in. Nobody knew she was there, and all of a sudden she just walks in. We're like, what?
Nice. Made it.
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And this is and listen, people talk about Nate and Trevor like being twins or whatever, and like, you know, kid around about it. But are you kidding me? They both showed up. Legion's Lounge shirts, both drinking the same drink.
Some might say it was planned.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Allegedly. And then there's just, more stuff than you could ever really end up seeing, I think. Boss Fight had a cool table. I did not grab. I have a couple of the Court of the Dead 4-inch figures on pre-order, but I'm mad at myself for not grabbing at least one figure that I don't have on pre-order from them in person, because they look awesome.
Were those 4-inch right there?
These right here are 4-inch, but they're doing 6-inch ones too.
Okay. When I saw those, I was like, wow, are they selling 6-inch figures now? I'm like, those look awesome. I didn't realize they were 4-inch. They look bigger. The packaging makes them look bigger.
They had test shots or prototypes of the 6-inch versions, though.
Nice, yeah. I think I saw the test shots or whatever they had available.
And then Chris had his table, the D13, the Biblical Adventures figures set up there. So this is, you have Blue Hagnon, Jesus.
Nice.
Did you get your translucent demons?
I did not, and I was so mad at myself.
What? I can't believe you didn't get those.
No, I meant to. I saw Ryan. He's like, yeah, I got them. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I need to grab some. But like, I went over like once or twice, and like Chris was running around all over the place. He wasn't there, and then I went back again later, and he was there, but he was talking to people, so I didn't want to like cut in. And it sounds weird to say when you have like, you know, 2 full days of the convention, but there's stuff that I'm seeing pictures and videos online of stuff that I either didn't see or stuff that I saw, but you're moving so quick and it's sensory overload. I didn't get a chance to stop and look at everything. So that was something else that I didn't get, the demons. So I've got my eyes peeled for when the rest of them go up for pre-order. I didn't get them, but I hope to.
Nice.
They're pretty sweet. They do have some quirks, but
they look sweet, dude. They look fun.
Brian, did you get them?
No, I didn't. I didn't actually get them. Same as you. I wanted to get, especially the red ones, but I was just going to get the green just to get it anyways. And the few times that I did go over there ready to get them, nobody was at the booth.
Yeah, but
and then I figured I'll just get them later from him. You know, whatever, not a big deal.
Yeah, and apparently there's going to be some kind of. He said within the next week or so he's gonna sell the rest of them online, and I'm sure there'll be an email or an announcement about that somehow. So here's just another photo of the flocked Panther. And I think that's it. This was just. Oh, the other thing that was going on was
Matsuri-Con.
So right next to PowerCon, there was another convention going on, which is like an anime type thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was wild. Like, I've never seen a convention like that where when I'm telling you, like 90% of the people that were going were in some kind of crazy cosplay. I'm not exaggerating by that much, if at all. They were having like raves at night in some of the banquet rooms. Like, it was kind of cool to have those two conventions next to each other because you had all kinds of crazy people to look at.
I will say, of that 90%, probably 40% of the women had their booty cheeks out because of their cosplay. So the entire time you're walking that corridor, it's
cosplay girls all day, baby.
Booty cheeks everywhere.
We got to get more of the cosplay community into Legions Con, man. I'm telling you right now.
Hell yeah, we do.
Because those people kill it, dude. They kill it. I have the utmost respect for the design and the costume making and the full blown effort those people put into doing what they do, man. That's an art within itself, man. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Dudes too.
All right, so
awesome.
I hate to do this, guys, but I have to drop off. I'm gonna let the stream can keep going or whatever. I got some stuff going on, but I also have to take my daughter to a birthday party for somebody else, not for Eric.
Not my birthday party. It's all good.
But I wanted to make sure that we got in and got some good hangout time here.
Absolutely. It's been a while.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Eric, again, happy birthday, my friend. I can't wait to
my
do this
friend.
in person.
Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Yep, you got it. Brian, thank you again for making some time and hanging out.
Absolutely.
And Ryan, my good man, it was great to hang out with you in person. And you too, Brian, last weekend. Can't wait to do it with everybody.
Hell yeah. Look forward to it.
So, peace out, everybody.
Sure. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Peace.
Later, brother.
Later.
Hey, Ryan, can you share pictures?
I do not know how to do that.
Damn it. Because I was hoping we had a chance to talk about your and a big congrats to our boy Rygon, who is now a member of the Cool Kids Club because he's got his own head sculpt named after him from Wolf King Customs. I love it, man.
Snap.
He got a head sculpt named after him, and it's pretty freaking awesome, dude.
Sorry, when I probably got about 5 minutes.
I didn't believe it.
Yeah,
that's dope.
I did not believe it.
Yeah, freaking Len went ahead and did a tribute to Ryan and named a character after him, a head sculpt.
That's cool.
Not just a sword or an axe like me and Jonathan got. He got a head sculpt.
All right. Before I go, thank you for bringing that up, Eric, because this is important.
It is important, dude. Yeah, this had to be. Yeah, right there. There you go.
We were so happy when we saw this. Whole head. Rizo Gonzo, chief pilot of Way Station 24Z4 fuel tanker CL2. A couple of things that jump out right away. Number one, the head's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's dope.
And the thought that Len put into it. Ryan, do you want to explain the name here and sort of where it comes from?
Yeah, so I'm a truck driver, and I was talking to Len at the Flemington Toy Show a little bit about what I did, and he actually remembered that I hauled like pool supplies and chlorine tablets and stuff like that, and the fact that he put a pilot of the Way Station fuel tanker CL2 was a huge deal. I was like, it's the little details that I didn't think he would pick up on, and then he threw that in there, and I was like, damn, man. Dude, when you told me that and you confirmed it, I got all emotional. I was like,
yeah,
holy shit.
Yeah. Awesome feeling, right?
I mean, we could not have been happier. Yeah. We could not have been happier, man. Totally deserved.
Thank you so much,
Len.
Oh
yeah. Hell yeah.
It's freaking awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
It looks really good. I'm going to paint that sucker up real nice.
Yeah, I love the extended neck on it too, man. That makes it so much cooler. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's an awesome figure, dude. Or head sculpt for you, bro. So dope, dude. Congratulations.
I can't paint, but I'm gonna try and paint that. Thank you so much.
You can paint that.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
Awesome.
No pun intended.
Right.
All right.
And don't ask no questions on the Cabal, because if you do, you're gonna get stupid answers.
Yeah, exactly.
So everybody go to Wolf King Customs when you get a chance and get 10 of this head. Raizo Gonzo Chief Pilot head right here. $10 each.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I was thinking about getting 10.
yeah,
Not to paint them, just to have them.
yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Eric. Jonathan said pilot. I think I know something really cool that this thing can pilot.
Oh, I believe it can, bro. I believe it can.
Legions Con isn't gonna come soon enough.
Oh, you guys are not ready, bro. I'm just telling you, you are not ready.
All right. On that note, I'm
Can't
back
wait.
out for real this time.
All right, man. Have a
Love you
great
guys.
one. Thank you,
Bye.
Jonathan. Thank you, brother. Yeah. So
Awesome
dude,
stuff.
It's like I said. I can't imagine how cool it was to be at PowerCon and so happy for all of you guys that got together and made the trek out there. Personally from when PowerCon finally left California. I mean, we were spoiled to have PowerCon here for quite a few years in California, and I was fortunate enough to attend it for a few years, and I felt good that finally it made its move out to the Midwest or the East Coast, and now more people can enjoy it on that side of the country, and I'm happy for everybody that gets to attend that show because it is an amazing show, and it's a little different than what it used to be from what I've been told, because it changed a little bit over the years. That now it's more like a full-fledged toy con, where more years previous it was more like almost 100% all Motu stuff. And if you're not, a Motu fan, which, not everybody is, it's not, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you weren't 100% Motu fan, it probably wasn't the show for you. You know what I mean? But now it's turned into something so much better. And like I said, I love the fact that they add a lot of these new independent style toy companies or manufacturers, guys that are prototyping stuff, and they invite a lot of different great artists and it's just an amazing show all around, and I'm so happy for everybody that got to go out there and enjoy it, man. And especially for the community like the Cabal that got to go out there and showed up in full force and got to hang out with everybody. And that's like I said, that just makes the show 10 times better, man. It's so cool. So cool. So happy for everybody that got to go out there.
Yeah,
So
exciting
Yeah,
times.
what other pickups did you get at the show, Ryan?
So I grabbed the I don't know how you pronounce it, Tanger or Tanger. I got that.
Tanger, yeah.
And then I picked up the two demons from Biblical Adventures,
Nice.
and I believe the Swarm Horde from Valaverse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's that red one,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's my favorite
And
color.
he had that vehicle on display. I know it's not some people's cup of tea, but I think I might go in on that. Yeah, dude, that it's sweet. I didn't get a
Nice,
chance to
dude.
crack it open yet.
Nice.
Me
That's
neither.
cool.
I'm literally putting stuff away. It sucks because I bought all these toys and it's like I want to open them, but like I don't want to give myself more work by unopening them to have to move and then open them again. So I'm just organizing stuff right now, and then I'll open it when I make
packing
space.
mode right now. You're full packing mode.
Oh, dude, my let me see if I could turn this around real quick. Should be able to. Well, I'll do it this way. Like,
Oh my
it's
god, yeah.
a disaster. Like in every angle that you look, like I have crap everywhere.
Yeah, dude. I would not want to be in your shoes right now, dude, at all.
I don't want to be in my shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not moving in my toy room. Looks like that.
Yeah, it's
Looks
crazy.
like a bomb went off.
Yeah.
Dude, well, between that and workspace and doing a billion projects, because unfortunately the way my OCD, ADHD alphabet works, I can't do one project start to finish. I'll be doing it and then like I'll get annoyed or frustrated, and then I go to the next one and the next one. So I have to have at least 5 to 7 tables of projects. So like I'll be doing this dio and then like I don't feel like doing that and I'll go to that dio. So by the time it's all said and done, I'll have 7 major projects done at once. but it also takes me a little longer because I'm doing them all at once, you know?
That's crazy, bro. Crazy.
But there's hyper focus too, where like I will start doing something and all of the stars will align in a way that I won't stop. Like I won't eat, I won't sleep, I won't piss, I won't shit, I won't do nothing. And I'll get this thing done. And when it gets done, it'll be like the longest toilet session or like scarfing down food or like it's bad, but I forget. Like my wife has to be the one to come and be like, here you go, babe, here's some food. And I'm like, all right, cool, my hands are there. I'll put some gloves on and start eating. And like I'm still working and eating. I got like hot glue in my sandwich. And it's like, whatever, bro. Like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? I used to eat dirt, drink out of water, fountain hoses and shit like that. Exactly. What's a little hot glue gonna do, right? Who cares?
Yeah, we got this. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the fact too that you know there's been some from the previous power cons that I've attended. There was always a couple of very significant standout booths like Tweeterhead that does these amazing Mondo statues and stuff. I mean, I can't personally afford their products, but visiting their booth and looking at the amount of detail in the sculpture work that they put into those statues is just mind-blowing, bro. Mind-blowing. So freaking beautiful, man. Stuff like that, I love that. And you know, it's just like I said, all around it's just such a good time.
Ryan, you collect Valaverse or you just collect exclusives?
Now, so what I did was the first wave, I guess the second Kickstarter, when it came back around and reworked it all, I went all in on that. And then I believe I went all in on wave 2. And then it kind of got a little bit too much for me. So I started cherry picking. And then I picked up the females. And I'll be honest with you, the females are my favorite figures. Fire. Yeah. So I'm going to start cherry picking here and there. But I do like what he puts out. I
picked up everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And it's because of a trade.
Now the I'm getting figures. Go ahead.
Three vehicles. One to leave alone and put stuff on and whatever. Leave it as he designed it. 2, beat the piss out of it. Like it hit an IED, like exploded, flames, LEDs, like that. And then the third one, I'm gonna fully convert lights, remote control, functioning, sounds, everything.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
I just made these actually for the Valaverse stuff. They're like weapons lockers.
Oh, sick, bro.
But then, like, what I did was, you'll notice, like, I designed the peg system to look like a key mod, like the new key mod style. And what I did that for was so you can take a 2mm stainless steel bolt and use the head to go into the hole and basically bring it down and lock it in place. So you get to basically pegboard this and put the pegs where you want them.
Oh, that's so sick, bro. Man.
So little one and then a little one for the top.
Brian kills it, bro. Brian kills it. All the details.
I like the I don't know what they're called. It looks like a cage full of shit that they put outside of like the base. I do not know what they dude, I love the pictures.
The one that I did?
Took of that. Yes.
Oh, it's called oh my god. It's called a Bastion. I forget the name of it too, but like that was one of those things for sure. And actually let me see if I can show you. I just finished making these too. The IBC totes that you see out in the military, like, you know, that help you with the peeing and washing your hands. And let me grab this. So this is the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
So actually with this one, I did 2 things. So 3D printing is cool, but I try to only 3D print what needs to be 3D printed. So if I could get away with making it with actual metal, I do. Actual fabric, I do. And then this is actual sand, but what I did was I cut a little piece of foam and then I shaped it like the pile and I glued the sand on it. So you can actually pull this off and fill it with real sand if you want to. So this way, it'll save me and you on shipping, because if I ship this thing, it'd be filled with like 5 pounds of sand. This way, I don't have to. You still get your sand insert. And the reason for this too is if you want to stack them on top of each other like they would, all you got to do is just push this sucker in, and now you have a platform that's flush with the top, and you can stack as many as you want. And like I said, if you want to take this off and fill it with real sand for photo ops or whatever, knock one of these, like whatever you want to do, you can do it. But yeah, this is pretty much the gist of how these work.
Awesome. Yeah, I love the attention to detail and the realism of some of those props that you have. Like I love the sandbags that he did, man. You see all those different sandbags he did for like the military stuff. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Actually,
next level.
I only had 3 sandbags available at ChrisCon that when I came home, they did so well that I literally designed like 14 different
configurations or whatever. Yeah.
Configurations and stuff of it.
Awesome.
So
I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money.
Oh
my God.
Hey, your guys get thirsty and they need showers over at the base, right?
Nice.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Dude, so awesome, dude.
So Eric, you mentioned about staying in your lane, right? You made the joke of staying in your lane, right? I'm a big proponent and believer in staying in your lane. And one of the things that I started telling people was there's so many talented sculptors. There are so many companies out there like Wolf King, Noble Bear, and so many other ones that sell head sculpts and 3D printed parts. And not saying that I won't do it, because occasionally I'll get this custom that I'm like, man, this thing really needs this type of head, and I'll sculpt that head, and then why not make it available to all you guys, right? So I'm not saying I won't sell some heads or some 3D printed, accessory pauldrons, things of that nature, but that's not really what I love, right? Because there's so many people already doing it that I rather just make my own lane, and that's offering you guys accessories to go with your figures and or to help you with your dioramas, because that's another thing. Just like a lot of people, bitch about the sewer $300 price. A lot of people won't buy from me because I'm a little bit more expensive than they want to spend. And that's totally cool, because you know your budget better than anybody. You know your priorities. I don't take that personally. I don't know what your life is like and what your bills and all that stuff is. Right. But I know that you want to do it. And if you at least have that will and drive to do it, then I'll be the guy to help you with either tutorials or saying, hey, make your wall and make your floor and buy this kit from me. And now you get all your accessories to put it in there and, for your photo ops and stuff like that. So that's the lane that I kind of want to stick with and help all the brands. Like, cool, Valverse, what are they not making? These things, cool, I'll make them. Are they making a vehicle? Cool, I'm not going to make a vehicle. Cosmic, what are they not making? We got weapons pack. Let's get weapons crates. Let's get, this. And Eric, he dropped those crates with the little computer thing and the generator. Those are badass. And I hope he keeps putting a lot more out. But in the meantime, I'm going to drop some heat too and help you guys out. And if anyone has a recommendation or like, hey, I would really love to see this particular item. Perfect. As soon as I dropped the cosmic ones, I had people say, can you make a mythic one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Perfect.
Mythic wooden crate with the little ropes at the end. You can put your swords, your, all that stuff in here. And so I'm all for that. So that's the lane that I want to drive on, basically.
Yeah. Good choice, man. And it's awesome too, because for me, I think and I've always been one of these people that as many years as I've been around, and obviously you guys have too, the one of the things that's kind of the Achilles heel for all collectors is how we display our collection. And for the most part, almost 10 times out of 10, it's basically, 1,000 figures on a shelf in a vanilla pose, stacked, like they're waiting in a fucking elevator behind each other. And there's just no life to it. I just find there's just no life to it. So with things like that you add to the fact that you can actually up your ante on your display and add certain little, pieces, even to a simple made dio. It might not be at the level that you make it, but like you said, do what you can with your dio work to build your display, and then add those little features to it that just up the ante of it 1,000%. And I think that's a great idea. And I think it's a whole new way of kind of thinking and looking at how to display your figures. It doesn't have to be quantity, it could be more quality, you know what I mean? And you don't have to have 500 figures in your display. If you have 10 good looking Valaverse figures with a half decent dio built behind it, and some of those accessories that you offer with it, I mean, your dio just ups the ante so much, and I just think it looks so much better, man. And that's a great thing, dude. That's a great
Go
thing.
outside, find a patch of dirt or a patch of sand, use the sky that you already have, drop a few of these, drop this bad boy there, drop a few figures and you're golden, So like I tell people all the time, and I think actually Trevor and Nate might have mentioned something along these lines too, because they're obviously photographers, unlike myself. It's all about what you make people think is behind the camera, but essentially it's whatever's in that camera focus. So it don't matter if you have a whole cat slayer. If you're taking a picture of one figure and you just have that little backdrop of the mountain or whatever the case may be, you can visualize, man, there's a massive mountain behind this guy, or there's a massive sky or water or whatever,
Yeah. No, like I said, it's things like that. It's the little things, the little details that people miss that you obviously are. Look at that, dude. I mean, everything, dude. Man. All these cool little accessories. I mean, and like I said, and the great thing about stuff like that, it's not huge ass pieces. So you can have a whole tote of all those kind of accessories that you, like you said, you could bust out for photo ops and put them away and keep them. You know what I mean? Even if you don't have the room to display them, you could obviously use all that stuff, man.
Any of you guys race fans?
Yeah.
You recognize this?
Oh yeah, dude. That's so awesome.
C16 so awesome. Race fuel.
Yeah. So awesome,
nice.
Dude. Yeah, and so many different, like I said, so many different aspects that you're covering and so many different genres that you're covering and that stuff. So cool, Ryan.
And it's thank you. And like it's the market that I really see because you can literally pick any brand. Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, Ninja Turtles, Mondo. There's always something that the customer's like, man, I really wish they would make this. I really wish they would, offer this to us. I really wish whatever. So like myself and a lot of these other third-party companies, we're doing that. And then what happens? It either pisses off the companies and, they get upset and they cry about it and they try to do whatever little thing to combat it. Or B, which is the latter that I would hope they pick, is it fuels the fire to these big companies and say, shit, these little guys are showing us what we should do. And they're pointing out all the corners that we've cut as a big company. Let's give the fans what they want and not the BS corner cut stuff that essentially is going to push people away eventually. Kind of like this whole debacle with the Ninja Turtle thing. Me personally, because I've been overseas, because I've dealt with manufacturers and tooling and all that stuff on the RC side of things, I understand prices differently. So at $300, I do think it's a bit high, but as a Ninja Turtle fan, I'll probably get it just to say I got it, right? And essentially, the minute it's gone, it's worth double the money right away.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but that's also because I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan. If I was just like, oh, I think they're cool, I'd get the figures, but I wouldn't get that for $300, especially knowing, and this is the kicker, this is where they get hurt. How can you sell me this massive, street scene for what was it, $99, 120, I think, on the re-release?
Yeah.
And now you're selling me essentially 3 times less material.
Yeah.
For 3 times more.
The price,
so that's where I think a lot of people are, because if I sold you this for $50 and then I said this is 100, you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? But if I sold you this for 50 and I said this is 25, you're like, that makes sense. It's about half the size. That's how people who don't understand the process, that's how their brain works. They go based off of size, right? If I could get a semi truck for $100,000, why would I buy this Honda Civic for $100,000, right?
Right.
So I think that's a kicker in a lot of the things, but ultimately, the only way you could teach big companies a lesson is by showing them how it should be done and then letting the masses agree and say, Hasbro, take pointers from this guy, or, Mythic, take pointers from this artist or whatever, right? Or don't support them at all, and then their pockets hurt and they're like, maybe we should.
Your wallet.
Speak with your wallet. And a lot of people don't, man. A lot of people don't. A lot of people say that they do, and then behind the scenes they're like, order.
Yeah. I think it's a great point too, because it's really cool, and I mean, kudos to them for like the whole 4 horsemen to actually give it a try and add that accessory set. And I think it's a great set, man. I think it's a great and really an awesome price point. I mean, I think that's a steal.
$25, bro.
$25. That's a steal, bro. That's a total steal for that stuff. And like I said,
That's
it
crazy.
just adds to your display factor. I mean, it just adds to the value of your display to go along with your figures. And the cool thing about those pieces is it doesn't necessarily have to be with Cosmic. I mean, you could get those things for G.I. Joe, for Valaverse, and I think it would work in a lot of different genres, which is really cool. Yeah. So I mean, like I'm not don't want to say they're the first ones to do it, but I think it's kind of cool that they're kind of taking that step into newer waters to try pieces like that to see how the community reacts. And I think there's going to be a very, very positive reaction to that piece in particular, is those accessories.
Absolutely. Originally, I spoke to Eric when I first met him, and I was like, when I first met him, I met Jeremy, I think Jim, Greg was there too the first time at the Toy Con, and when I met them, they didn't know me or what I was capable of. So I sounded like a Jehovah's Witness, where I was like, bro, I'll make you some sick dios. Like, it'll make the figures look good. And they all looked at me. Like, I remember specifically Jeremy looking at me like, yeah, bro, whatever. Like, brushing me off type of deal, right? And I'm like, oh, he's going to learn, And I'm like, dude, I specifically verbatim, I told Jeremy when I met him, I said, dude, if I end up getting into this line, I'm going to drop some serious dioramas, dude. And he was just like, oh, yeah, that's cool, bro. Yeah, no problem. And went back to his thing. But I was telling Eric, like, dude, we got to do something, man. Like, I'll design them for you. Like, I understand how the molding works and all that stuff. Like, let's start offering, like, dio sections, kits, things like a Lego, where like you don't get this massive dio, but you get this inexpensive piece that now you can add another piece and another piece and another piece. And now if you bought 20 pieces, you have a whole castle now, or you have a whole mountainside or something like that. Not necessarily a Build-A-Figure, but maybe you want to do a special con exclusive, Alithia that comes with her lair or her throne.
And with pieces like that, it's more it's a lot more affordable for the collectors to do. Like you said, if you do it in sections, like if you brought a big old massive 12-piece dio with all the accessories, I mean, you're talking $500 to $1,000. But if you, like you said, if you spoon feed it to us at $25, $30, $50 a piece or a section, and then all together, maybe 6 waves down the line, you have an entire like diorama piece with all these accessories. It's totally worth it. You know what I mean? It totally works.
Absolutely.
I remember I can't recall, but I remember like some of the old Ghostbusters figure sets. Remember they had like that, like each piece had like a section of the diorama, and then all together you put it together and it was like a big diorama display, like stuff like that. Like that works, but you have to spoon feed it. You can't, a lot of people, including myself, can't afford to spend an extra $500 or $600 on top of all the figures that you order to buy like the big giant diorama piece. It's just it's just one of those things.
Now that you mentioned that, okay, Ryan. I was gonna say
it's like higher end.
The dragon is gonna cost all of us dearly. That's gonna, but that's a dragon. I mean, I would rather, personally, I don't know how everybody else feels. I would rather pay for the dragon as a full piece than have a Build-A-Figure. Because
100%.
To me, it would take too long to have that thing come out in pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You think it'll be like crowdfunded, or do you think it's like, hey, here's the set price, it's happening regardless?
I think the crowdfunding is beyond them now. I think that would be backtracking in a sense.
Not like Kickstarter. I'm just saying like minimum order quantity kind of deal.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe I would have said yes if you asked me this a year ago, but asking me now where they're at the level and peak that they are, and it's already expected by everybody, and 2024 is the year of the dragon. So like, I think they would be shooting themselves in the foot if they did it that way versus saying, hey, we took the money that we've been making on all these awesome waves, and we already kind of pre-started this, and here's the price, and here's your order window, and it is what it is. I'm going to guess and say that they're gonna try to keep it under $500 just because it's like, holy shit, that's kind of cheap for what you're getting. Because and again, this is all speculation. I didn't see nothing. I didn't talk to anybody other than like talking to you guys or people that I know that aren't involved in the studio.
Right.
But I'm gonna guess and say that this thing is definitely gonna be over 2 feet. Like I feel like it has to be like a 3-footer, right, to be scale with these figures.
I would think
Yeah,
scale
for
wise,
sure.
yeah, at least 3 feet, at least.
I'd say
3
at
feet.
least 3 feet and
With the tail and
probably
everything,
like,
yeah, if it has.
I
a
want to
huge
say like
tail.
450 because like I feel like if they hit that sweet spot of 500 and under, more people will want to buy it than like the 700 plus range. You know, I mean, I would buy it at $1,000 because I know the quality it's going to be, and at that size, I feel
Yeah.
like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
totally
Yeah,
worth
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But not everybody's going to say that or feel that way. So I feel like 5 is the sweet spot.
I'm right there with you. I would figure for a complete dragon, I would figure it would be the same price point as a complete like wave, like, you know,
Right.
$400 to $500. And like I said,
Right.
if it was $1,000, there's no doubt in my mind, especially as much as I love this line, there's no doubt in my mind I would pay for it. No doubt.
So
Of course.
I'm just throwing this out there. If it's 500, I'm good with it. If it was 600, but it came with like a, I don't know, 2 foot long, like fire effect or something like that, I'm in.
Ooh.
Just
Well,
give me
that-
some
you-
type of
you know
fire
what?
effect.
There again, even if it doesn't come with the fire effect, you don't think that all of these guys are going to be
$600
right on the money
Boom.
to make
Yeah.
it?
Of
You know what I mean?
course.
You know, the
I'll
3D printer guys are going to be
I'm
3D
in.
printing guys are going to be doing it in like translucent, like green flames and red flames or orange flames. I mean, it's on, dude.
Color
You know,
variation.
you
Hell yeah.
I will say, I do feel like it's going to end up being a troll thing where like later on, maybe a year or two, there'll be another dragon with a different head, different color, because why not reuse those expensive ass molds, right?
Oh yeah.
Number 2, I feel like if they're gonna go that route, they need to like spare no expense as far as like that head needs to have an articulating jaw. If this dragon has articulation reminiscent of the troll, I'd be a little upset because like I really want this dragon to be a dragon, not be like you're limited to how you can pose it because of, you know, the cost on the molds and the articulation and all that stuff. I feel like the troll is probably your bare bones articulation where it's like if anything lower than this is like not worth it for me.
Mhm.
But that dragon, I feel like that thing needs to articulate kind of like those golden axe dragons, like in a sense where you have all that articulation and stuff. I feel that needs to be a thing for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's like I said, that's one of those things, man, that like I said, I know we talk about it now and I know we've talked about it for years before this, but man, when that thing finally hits, bro, that thing's just going to be just ridiculous. I know it is, man. It's got to be just an amazing, and talk about a centerpiece, dude. Talk about a centerpiece to a collection. Holy shit, man.
But see, that's the other thing. Most people barely have enough space for their figures now, let alone this 3-foot massive behemoth. Like, where are you going to put it? You know?
Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to be ceiling mounting that thing, and hanging it from the ceiling. I think that's your only option for a lot of people. Hang it from the ceiling.
At this point.
Yeah,
It's essentially a medium-sized dog at that point. If we're being honest, that's essentially what it's going to be.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Basically,
So,
you just don't have to feed it.
Yeah. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. How about you, Brian? What did you pick up anything other than the Valaverse thing at PowerCon?
I got all the Valaverse stuff. I got Super 7's Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, nice.
Super 7's Bruce Lee, not the warrior one, not the yellow, not the yellow one, because like I just wasn't really feeling it. And the warrior one, I believe, I don't know if it was in general or if it was for the show, but he was talking about how it comes with the black jacket, his traditional jacket with the dude. I love that thing, bro. Like it's the soft goods on it's amazing, and for the price point, you can't really beat it.
Nice, dude.
You know,
nice. Yeah, I saw a lot of people, which was cool to see too. I've seen a lot of people hitting up the AWOC table and picking up a lot of the AWOC figures. And I'll tell you, man, I didn't. Well, I just financially I couldn't afford it, but I didn't back the Kickstarter on it. And I, like I said, I was and still am a huge fan of that line. And I definitely want to. And it's going to be kind of more of a personal note to actually buy those in person from those guys once I see them at Legions Con. But there's definitely quite a few of those figures that I definitely want to get in hand, because those look amazing, man, and they look a lot. There's a lot of fun involved with those characters.
I traded those for the Fury and the Fury figures.
Yeah. There's another one. I'm waiting for that Fury, that Tiger to come. I'm still waiting on my BBTS order to ship. Damn it.
Yeah, when the hell is that gonna ship? Because
I
you
have
ain't
no
the only
idea.
one.
Yeah, I'm waiting on mine, bro.
So I took the liberty. I found one on eBay, and it said $50 shipped
What?
from China, and I was like, whatever. I mean, if it's a fake, I'll just customize it. No big deal. Like, what's the worst that could happen?
Knockoff.
So yeah, and where the hell did I put that, man? I got so much crap everywhere. Oh, I forgot I put the stuff away. There we go. So yeah, I'd say that this doesn't look very fake at all.
Whoa.
Oh no, not at
50
all, bro.
bucks.
$50, dude. What?
Made
the
out like
fuck?
a bandit.
Yeah.
Damn.
What the hell?
Yeah, not fake at all, dude. At all. And it came with our Coke sniffing magazine. you saw that post that they did about the hyena? In the magazine, or in the comic that came with it, there's like a line where they show the hyena, and it's all like, and it said something along the lines of, "This is better than doing coke or a line of coke," like something cocaine related on the magazine. Like, let me see if I can find it. I was shocked, bro.
That's crazy.
I was like, there's no way. Like, they really put this in a magazine? Like, the translations are a bit terrible on this thing. But in typical fashion, for those people that don't know about the Fury line, in their magazines or in their comics, at the end, they have a section where people do artwork and they post people's artwork up of the figure. But then they show you, like, what's coming.
Oh,
and,
nice.
bro, this hyena gives me total, like, Mexican vibes type of deal because of the headdress.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
That's sick.
Right?
Bro.
Let me see if I can do this a little better. Got my little mount here. All right, cool. So yeah, you see?
Oh, dude, that's so sick. Hell yeah.
But
Love it, bro.
the bad boy coming behind it, holy shit.
Oh, look at
What?
that guy. Wow.
Bro, it's insane, though. Like, this thing is massive, bro.
Oh,
and then, like,
yeah.
here's their, like, version of the Monkey King.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
I'm getting him.
Now,
dude.
I don't know if Seba, I know he sculpted Veteran William. I know he sculpted Fang. I'm not sure if he sculpted all the rest, but it kind of looks similar. So if he did in that rabbit one, bro, Seba's killing it, bro. He's definitely one of the better sculptors on the scene for sure.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Mad props to Seba, bro. His sculpts are fucking out of this
Amazing.
world, bro.
Amazing, bro. Amazing.
Yeah,
So,
like I said, that's a line I'll definitely be supporting, bro. Because that, like I said, the sculpt details and stuff like that come with those figures. Like I said, it's so next level, bro.
I'm gonna let
5K
everybody
had a lot
know
of
now.
those on display at PowerCon.
Yeah.
I do have one gripe with so I love tigers. It's not a secret. I think I even told Seba when he posted this on the Cabal, I said, dude, very, very rarely, and I think you guys can all agree with me, like, as artists or even collectors, we can look at a figure like, you know, the Unknown one and be like, I would have done this differently. Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? And with Master Fang, I was like, I don't change shit. It's like out of my head. It's flawless.
Yeah.
When I got it in hand, I was like, the head feels a smidge small compared to the body, but I could live with that. The only gripe I had, now I have two, but the only gripe I did have was the fact that Fang didn't come with the bare legs. Like, what if I don't want him to wear pants? You know, I want him to just be a tiger dude.
Yeah.
But then I ordered another Veteran William, and I was like, I'm just going to take his legs, pop them on, pop the tiger's paws, paint match them, and now I got a, you know, perfect tiger dude. Well, anyone watching, let me save you the trouble, because the waist pops in. You have a small little gap on each side, which isn't a huge deal. But this is the part that pisses me off, and I don't know if this was intentional or what the deal was, but the legs in the back, Veteran Williams shin pops into the knee like a Mythic Legion. It has your little peg and your ball type of thing, pops in, done. Feng has that double joint, double sandwich thing on the back of the knee where it's like two things side to side, like two discs that do this. So like nothing is compatible.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Nothing is compatible.
That's annoying.
So I'm like,
bro.
this sucks, bro. But I have my
that
BBTS one that's supposed to come. So when that one comes, I'll keep that one the way it is. But this one, in the meantime, I'm going to take his pants and I'm going to start to hand carve them and sculpt the bare legs. Because I want my tiger to have bare legs. Like, that's the only thing that sucks, dude.
I can't believe
Besides that,
two
great
figures
fig.
from the same companies that aren't the parts aren't compatible. That makes
At
no
all.
sense. Like
Why
why would you do completely different retooling or tooling for that?
Right.
That
You
makes
would
no
think
sense.
that cost-wise, you would, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. But somebody told me, well, why don't you just use the whole Veteran William bottom? And it's like, you can't, because Veteran William's paws at the bottom are like this big and fangs are like this big.
Yeah.
So it would look very like you skipped leg day, bro, type of deal. So I don't want a Johnny Bravo tiger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's crazy,
So,
man.
Yeah. So nobody order figures trying to do that. You're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, good heads up, man. Good looking out.
Yeah.
Because like you said, a lot of other people might have thought exactly the same thing. Like, hey, I want a full fleshed out leg, and I'll just use these.
I actually got to give the credit to this other YouTuber called Articulated Ninja, because I was texting him the other day and he was the one that was like, dude, why don't you just like do the Veteran William bottom? And I was like, I didn't even think about that. And I was like, he's like, yeah, dude, we don't got enough time in this world, man. If you can shave 6 hours of sculpting, like, do it, right?
Oh yeah.
So
for sure.
I did, but yeah, it didn't work out. But I'm not upset. I have a second Veteran William. He's a badass fucking figure too. So.
Yeah, that's a sweet looking figure, man. Like I said, especially for people that are into like the whole werewolf style, characters or figures. That's a fucking
yeah. Oh yeah. But I love looking at the comics because you see so many like, different type of characters, and you're like, is that gonna come out? Like, that would be badass. So it's I can't wait to see which ones. Like, dude, this lizard guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much stuff here that. Hopefully they'll make, and if they make them, I'll buy them, because so far these figures did not disappoint. Even their croc figure, like all those clothings. I think it was a Curtis that had a lifeguard version of that crocodile, and a few other people. Like, they do really, really cool stuff, and a lot of third parties making accessories and things for these guys too. So I'm looking forward to this line for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. That like I said, that's definitely one I'll keep supporting, because, like I said, they are putting out some fire, bro. That shit just looks great, and just like I said, the display factor of it is just amazing for photographers, for anything. I mean, it just something like that on your shelf is just, like I said, it's just an amazing piece. I'm actually wondering too, looking forward, and I know it always changes and it's not always in the same genre or whatever, but with like the Monkey King figure. Like his disciples that go with him on his journey, like there's a pig and there's a dragon and there's other characters that he meets along the way. I'm wondering, like, well, shit, now we got the Monkey King. Like, I would love to have those extra characters along with him. So it's like, are we gonna have to wait to see if Four Horsemen's gonna do that, or am I gonna have to look into lines like Fury to like fill in those gaps? You know what I mean? Because I like I said, I know the scales are quite a bit bigger than Mythics, but I love the way
it doesn't look bad though. It doesn't look bad at all.
I think they could totally work with each other, totally. And I've got a couple different lines aside from Fury with like the kind of samurai shogun style Japanese, gist to it that are going to all go together in a display, and it's going to be a mix of like Figura, Fury, stuff like that. And I think it's a great combination that you could do with a lot of this stuff, man.
Well, think about it. It essentially does go good with it, because if you want to talk about tigers, I mean, they're huge. Some can weigh 1,000 pounds, right? So if you put that figure and he towers 3 inches over a standard, Mythic figure, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, it totally
Werewolf, in lore, what are they, 8, 9, 10 feet tall? You know what I'm saying? It works. It really does. My thing is, I was expecting them to kind of be topple over queens, right? Because the arch, the back bends, the way that they're standing on the tippy toes. But dude, I swear they pose so good, and they're so flexible, and they work really, really, really good. That line is a sleeper for sure.
That's good to hear, man. I swear, I can't. Something about freaking figures that have like shit, like ankle joints or knee joints, or top heavy where they fall over or backwards. That shit. Oh man, that shit
pisses me off.
Yeah, totally.
Hey Ryan, there is one line that makes, and I hate to say this because I love Valiverse, don't get it twisted, but there is one line that, in my opinion, makes a way badder female than Valiverse.
Oh, dude.
Because them chicks are thick. They are thick. I missed out.
Because I wanted the 5K had the exclusive one. It started with
the Bernice.
The Bernice. Yeah. I wanted not the exclusive one, the regular one, the one that was red. And I
of course
I missed out on it. Yeah.
Shout out to the Rod father, Rod Martin. He got me her. Like when he went to Comic-Con, he's like, "Yo, you need one?" I'm yell, "Yeah, bro, please!" And he got it for me. So shout out to the Rod father.
Red Bernice figure is fucking amazing, dude. I wish I would have got that. Yeah,
bro. And you could take all the clothes off down to like the panties, bro. Like that is awesome because like you can literally use that buck to customize any female with any. Like it's really well thought out with the XES Ray stuff. And there's those new figures like the what is it? The Bull, the Minotaur, and all those other ones that dropped. Those things are fire, bro. Fire.
Oh yeah.
They had them at PowerCon.
Yes, they did. And I know a guy with the Coliseum that would love to put those in.
Oh hey. It might even be on the stream.
Yeah, maybe. It might be at Power. I mean, it might be at Legions Con again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. It's freaking, like I said, so many good figures like that coming out. And like I said, it just, every day that, it's kind of like it goes back to, where I started from and as a kid and the dog shit figures that we had that we thought were like the greatest things on earth.
5
now,
POA.
Yeah.
Right.
Barely 5 POA if we had that, you know what I mean? And to see,
exactly.
To see what we have now and to see what's coming and to imagine what's in the future, what the things that are going to come in. And that's why people always ask me, well, how long do you think you'll collect figures for? Isn't it? It's like, dude, you have no idea. You have no idea.
There's no time limit.
About. Yeah, there's no time limit on this, dude. I'll die with figures in my hands, dude, because they're just so bitching. They're just so bitching, and there's so much creative, it's just a melting pot of creativity and artistry out there that's going to just make these things just keep getting better and better, and better joints, better paint apps, better sculpting. And it's like you look at the stuff now and it's just you can't imagine that it could get any better, but every day it does, dude. And it's just like I said,
every day it's
so cool, man. So
what I noticed too on the Valiverse topic, I've noticed that a lot of these third-party companies that are really making it now, or that aren't really third-party anymore, but they started off as working for a company. They got screwed one way or another, or they got into an argument where it's like, no, I think we should do this because this is what the fan wants, and the big uppers are just like, screw you, your opinion doesn't matter type of deal. And then they get shit on by these small companies who are like, oh, okay, that's what you want to do. Well, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it the way the fans want it. And here's a big one for you. And I've been noticing that a lot. And these third-party companies have been coming out with some fire, bro. Fire.
Yeah. Well,
but the thing that gets me.
You know what? Right on your point. I mean, that's pretty much what the Four Horsemen did. I mean, they worked under Todd McFarlane's thumb for a long, long time. And they finally just decided, hey, you know what? Maybe we should just try something on our own. You know what I mean? And
do our own thing.
Yeah. And I mean, it obviously worked for them. So they aren't the only guys in town. You know what I mean? There's a lot of talent out there, dude. A lot of talent.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But the thing that gets me is that not all, some of the big companies after that happens are still scratching their heads like, well, what the fuck did we do wrong? Why are people shitting on our product? Why is that one so? Because you don't have to listen to the fans, but I feel like the companies that do listen to the fans, they excel.
Yeah.
4H does it tenfold. All the time.
Exactly.
Tenfold. Yep.
And the weird part to that, to this conversation, the weird part to that point is that you would think that the ones that are leading the charge are the ones that everybody's trying to like at least keep up with, would be like these multi-million-dollar corporations like Hasbro, that you look at their sculpts and stuff and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, really? Like, do you guys not have like in-house studio artists or people that know how to sculpt a face? Or it's so sad to see what they're doing, and then they're jacking up their price point where you're like, who would buy that? Who would buy that figure? That doesn't make any sense to me anymore. It's like I said, the $20 Marvel Legends or Black Series figures, I was all about it. But you're talking like 25. You're talking in the $30, $35 range, $40 range for figures. Insane. Now. Absolutely not. With like I said, with the sculptures that they're doing on some of those figures. Oh hell no, hell no.
Absolutely. Ryan, did you? I'm sure you saw at right across from the Horseman table at PowerCon, the Battletoads dudes and the little Banjo-Kazooie guy.
Yeah.
So I was in shock because their biggest figure that's like 2 feet plus tall,
18 inches.
That's
General
something.
Bro. Yeah,
is $135, and the articulation's pretty good. And I'm like, $135, bro? That's cheap as hell. And I start talking to them, and they're like, yeah, we're working on all these lines. And I was like, you need like a Battletoads dio, bro, and all this stuff. And they were like, yeah, we were thinking about it. And I was like, nice to meet you. I'm the guy who did these dios. And they were like, we need to get some work done. And then we're talking, and I go, you know what I would really love that you guys would do? Because it seems like you're doing all this third party like stuff and getting these rights for these Battletoads that wasn't really that popular, but now you guys have made it a thing. And I said, if you can put out the quality you put out in Battletoads with the articulation, but do it with Street Sharks, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in twice. Like,
I can't believe someone hasn't done that already, bro. You know that's
coming,
bro.
They're doing Earthworm Jim.
So check it. They're doing Earthworm Jim, great. But he told me, he's like, we've already shown him like 14 different like sketches and like, designs and whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah. And he's like, but they denied us. I said, why? Yeah, I was like, why? Because they're coming on their 30-year, and I think Hasbro or Mattel, whoever has the rights to them, is going to remake them or whatever. But just like you said, I'm not hopeful because this is a big company going to do it just to get that 30th year cash grab, and they're going to cut all the corners, and it's going to suck. I don't want the old school Street Sharks that have like 4 points. I want everything, right? And like dope dios, like all that shit.
You know what?
I need their legs to move.
You know what they need to do, dude? Just what? Like I know a few companies have done this, and I think it's a great idea, and I think it totally like jumps right through that, helps them jump right through that loophole. Is just make the figures and give them a different name. You know what I mean?
Seriously, yeah, I'm with you at this point. At this point, just do it. Even if you drop them gray, like test shots, I'll buy them and I'll paint them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, third-party transformer companies get away with that all the time.
All day long.
All the time.
They need to start doing that. I agree.
Like, and their stuff is good, too. Their stuff is really good, too.
A real clean one that I saw, well, I haven't picked it up yet, but I definitely want to pick it up, was that I forgot who made it, but it was the Rorschach figure from Watchmen.
Oh, the ink blot.
Oh,
the one that I got.
Ink blot. I mean, right there, dude. That
Felix.
thing is
Felix Toys.
Felix Toys. Yeah, there you go. Dude, that thing is savage, dude. That thing is so freaking awesome.
It's so good.
And all they had, like I said, they gave it a different name, and boom, done. It's like, yes. Like,
look at Ramen Toys with the Vengeance vehicle and all that. Like, sign me up, bro. Let's do it. People are like, yo, we're just waiting on Ramen to drop the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sewer for like $150.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, going back to the conversation you were having before on the Valaverse stuff. You were talking about the Valaverse vehicles. Now, those are 1/12 scale vehicles?
No, so technically, and this is a gripe that I had with everybody and their mother, it's 1/10 scale. And the reason for that is because these figures that they advertise as 1/12 are not. I'm a stickler for numbers, and when I'm scaling stuff down, all I do is, how big is a soccer ball in real life? It's this much. Cool. Divide that by 12. There's your 12 scale. ends up being smaller because these 12th scale companies, I think there's only one company in the entire universe in 12th scale that actually makes 12th scale. And I'll give you an example. The average military height today is 6'2". That's the average.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say that all these Valiverse figures are 6'2".
Right.
Cool. So now if they're 6'2" at this height, when you do the math, it ends up being 1/11.5/10th scale, not 12th.
Okay.
Because if they were 12th scale, then they shouldn't be damn near 7 inches tall. They should be closer to 6 or 6.5.
Right.
So the vehicle, same thing. They had to proportionately make it a little bigger and slightly taller in the roof area to get the figures to fit in properly. If you hold a side by side with the actual vehicle and their vehicle, the dimensions are a bit off for obvious reasons, but at the same time, it is kind of annoying because in my mind, if I have the license to make a Ferrari, it better look like a Ferrari and not like a Ferrari kit. You know what I mean? But looking at it in person does it justice because pictures of it are good, but they're not the same as in person. In person, it's a whole other vehicle. It's got a lot of potential, and for $185, bro,
oh,
you
that's
can't beat it.
That's a steal, bro. That's a steal.
That's a steal and a half, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steal and a half.
A while back, I mean, more than a few years now, but I remember when I started getting into the small collection I have, when I started getting into the Joy Toy mechs and stuff like that, they had I'm sure you've seen those, and I thought those were fucking amazing. Were their 1/18th scale figures, like their trooper figures and all. And then they had the vehicles. The vehicles that they had were freaking amazing, dude. Those vehicles were awesome. Those 1/18th scale, like I don't know what you would call them, like, you know, troop carriers or like, you know, assault vehicles or whatever. Man, those were bitching, dude. So,
but see, Joy Toy mechs, what do they start at? Like 120 or something like that, right? I believe.
Yeah, well, mine, I mean, when I first got in them, they were like anywhere between, I want to say like 90 to like 120. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say $100 for a 1/18th mech, right?
Yeah.
So now make that a 12th scale mech or a 10th scale mech. You're talking $5, $6, $7, $8, $1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
A lot, yeah. The scale that I went with in the Joy Toy, I went like the one that you have of mine. That's 124 scale.
That's 124, yeah, because the little figure inside. And I love, dude, that little tiny figure got more articulation than a lot of the 12 scale figures that I know. Like, it's crazy.
Right? It's insane, bro. Those things are insane to play with, dude. They're insane.
I love it.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, dude, can you imagine the world that I can build on like a piece of sheet of plywood for that scale?
Yeah, for that scale? Oh yeah, bro. Ridiculous, bro.
Insane.
Yeah. I wish I had the room to have like full blown, like crazy, you know, scaled dioramas for stuff like that. It would be ridiculous, dude.
I'm moving into a warehouse. Fuck it. Wife's gonna sleep in the room. I'm just gonna buy a warehouse.
You're gonna need a warehouse, bro. That's awesome.
And be done with it.
Hell yeah. Well, what do you think, boys? Seems like it's been a good show, man. Freaking,
It has been, and now you gotta go celebrate your birthday, bro.
Oh, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
I think I gotta go buy an umbrella, bro. I got Hurricane Hillary blowing up the West Coast, bro. Can you believe it, dude? It's gonna be pouring rain on my birthday. What the fuck? Really?
That sucks, bro.
Yeah.
But I did send you a t-shirt, so that should be on it. Should be delivered today.
Is it weatherproof?
Yeah, right.
It is not, unfortunately, but it is still cool.
I'm overnight to a poncho.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Before we leave, I'm already starting to order some shirts and get my new drip for freaking Legions Con. So I'm gonna be rocking some new drip, bro. So it's on.
Actually, thanks for reminding me. I took a bunch of pictures of all the new shirts and stuff that I had. I'm gonna list those up and see what kind of people are interested in, because I got the pins, the patches. Gonna have the hats, the beanies, the hoodies, and the shirts.
Yeah.
So,
and y'all know I'm bringing goodies for everybody for Legions Con. Y'all know that, bro. I'm gonna bring the heat this year for Legions Con.
Support your local customizer.
That's right. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So
hell yeah. Again, it was awesome, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Like I said, I can I can't thank everybody enough, and like I
Absolutely.
said, it's always a pleasure to hang out with everybody and talk toys and talk all the stuff that we're into, and give our points of view, which, like I said, it means nothing, but it's just our way of
Something.
it's
Right.
something, you know what I mean? So,
And big shout out to everybody in the chats that we can't see that are chatting us up and stuff like that.
absolutely. Yeah,
Tuning in.
I'm sorry that I couldn't reply to a lot of people's comments or whatever. I just have no access to that shit, so I don't know what's going on.
Jonathan left us without it.
Yeah.
No,
again, my
it's
friends,
it's appreciate everybody hanging out and celebrating late night LeBron's birthday. Appreciate Brian stopping by.
Yeah,
absolutely, my pleasure, man.
Happy
Thanks
to
for
have
having
you as a guest, man.
Yeah.
So happy and so
Shoot.
stoked that you showed up, bro. Huge.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was a good start to my Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Me as
Appreciate
well, bro.
Nikki and Mr. Allen sending over those B-Day videos.
Yeah,
that was
hell
awesome.
yeah.
guys. Yeah, it's so awesome. Love those guys.
Awesome guys.
And since he's not here, I'm going to
catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember the
Peace,
number
Brian.
one rule.
You got it, brother. Happy
Cool.
birthday.
Thank you.
Peace.
Brother.